Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by. It's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 222. I know the episode because I played that lotto number. How you guys doing?
Wow. I'm frankly shocked.
Feeling lucky now, huh?
All right, 222, baby. I'm your host, Boog Nice. Got my boys with me, Fabster, Pan Cheesy, Rick Dom. We back after our 6-hour extravaganza, Figgies, and we back to the news, right? We just doing news tonight, right?
That's it. Just news, baby.
Yeah, it was extravagant, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, it was good.
The Newsies. We're gonna call
got
this episode the Newsies.
I got a lot of DMs. A lot of people reached out saying that they had a lot of fun during the show. So I appreciate everybody who did that. Thank you.
Oh, that's crazy. I got a lot of DMs that said they didn't have fun.
Oh.
They were upset.
Well, Rick is the podcast HR department, so direct all your complaints that way.
Yeah, I got my ear to the ground, baby. I'm listening to the streets, seeing what they got to say.
I don't know if I got a lot, but I got DMs at least. Of all the DMs I got, they were nice. People seemed very responsive to the show. They dug the 6 hours. I don't know if we can give you that this week, but we had a lot of fun, and the guests also reached out to say thank you. So thanks to all the guests for coming on too. That was great.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It was a nice grouping of guys that came on. I saw somebody saying that we should have some female presenters next year.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ironically enough, I almost asked. The main thing is that we were like reaching out to like friends and stuff, like people that I'm in kind of regular DMs with and stuff. So it was this, I guess, more approachable thing. So I guess we just don't have a very deep bench of female friends. But I would like to get like Yoko from Super 7, for example, who's pretty active. Would be great to have on sometime.
Oh yeah.
You know what, Boog? Go to the other room, get Ashley. Let's do this. Somebody get an award.
Yeah, show off that rock.
He's sitting right here, actually.
I was thinking about having Becca on for sure. That would have been fun.
Oh, there you go. See, you mean your wife?
It's true. The one and only, the lovely, the illustrious Rebecca.
What?
We should legit do like a significant others special.
Oh, for sure.
It's them on camera the whole time, in our backgrounds, in our space, and we're just off to the side, like, no, say this, say that.
Oh, dude, that's perfect. We're not on at all.
Yeah. We use proxies.
Viewers are gonna be like, "What the fuck happened? Where's the guy?"
Number one ventriloquist podcast.
That's it. That's us.
As soon as I get a new SO, we'll make that happen.
That's it. So we're waiting on you. It's all hinging on you.
Usually people are.
Figure it out.
Wait, Fabio, did you get the bishop already? Sorry, I was just thinking about how nasty looks.
I should be picking it up this weekend. I still got to pick up my alien too, so my dude's got both of them for me.
Oh, you didn't order it through Mezco?
No, it's not exclusive.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Although, I mean, we'll talk about it, but somebody reached out and was like, "Hey, yo, be careful! A little bit of a QC thing going on."
No.
Trouble in paradise.
Row. Something with the. I was looking it up. It's the somebody's broke off at the swivel, like the bicep swivel.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's breaking at the swivvy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Well,
god.
just something to be mindful of. You know, it happens. People
It's a
had
user
some
error.
breakage with
Probably
sod
his
cutter.
son.
That's what I'm saying. It might be some ham handing going on over here.
That's true. That's, you know what? That was a category that I totally forgot to include. Most ham-handed figure. That's
Oh,
too.
you know, man, who the fuck was it? Maybe it was Johnny. There was somebody that made a post that like started a thing for a while in the group where he's like, "Oh man, I broke my figure," and somebody was like, "Take a picture of your hands." And he had some meat hooks on him, and we were like, "Come on, man, it's not the figure. What are you doing?"
Oh no.
And like ever since, like for like a year, people were sort of like asking him like, "Show a picture of your hands."
No.
Not so bad. I think it was Johnny. Maybe it was somebody else. Hilarious. It was hilarious but terrible.
Wait, I missed that. We talking about the hand puncher?
No,
No, not
hands.
the hand puncher. Yeah, I've been known
Deep
to
lore.
punch some. I've been known to punch some hands.
Deep lore.
Oh,
Hilarious.
God.
We need to have an A.C.B.A. and P&P, like, I don't know, collective history with a glossary and everything. It's got to be great. And everybody's got to, like, if you did something sus in the group, you just got to take it on the chin, dude. we gotta document all of it, man.
Yeah, get on the show and talk
Mhm.
about what led to you acting fucking weird that day.
That's it. We're all human. We're all
I
human.
don't know, man. I was just mad. I just wanted to punch his hands. I don't know what you want me to say.
Feel like that sometimes, you know. How's everybody's week? You guys do anything fun?
I got lost on my way to work.
Oh no.
That's
This
Like
is
saying the sauce.
hilarious.
What's going on?
How
Last
far
time
did you have to drive this time?
I was working in Burbank at Warner Brothers, and I probably walked like 2 miles that day, or like a mile, let's say.
I was gonna
Mile
say
and a half.
you definitely got lost in the lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, first of all, like we were in the lot like across the street, and then I walked, to the gate and forgot to get a guest pass, so I had to walk back across the street, get the guest pass, walk back, go through security. The dude who gave me directions was not very specific at all, and I was like, "Hey, I'm looking for lot I," and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's right next to lot F or lot J." Okay, cool. He was wearing an H on his sweater, and I'm like, "Oh, are you sure it's not next to lot H? And he was not having it. He was not having it. So he sent me, and basically, like, if I had gone from the gate and walked straight, I would have been there in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But he directed me completely opposite way. So I ended up, instead of going straight, I went like this.
Oh no.
And there was somebody else lost with me, and she was cool. So we were just chit chatting the whole time. But like, I was already late, first of all, but I ended up being an extra like 30 minutes late.
What if this young lady was trying to spend time with you and she was like, "Oh, I don't know where to go. Let's make a left."
Yeah.
Well, what if she was pulling one of those? Huh?
Yeah. Next move would have been to take her out on my boat. Nothing but miles of open ocean out there. What are they going to do?
Exactly.
Because of the implication. Always Sunny reference.
Absolutely.
Now
You love
I
to
can't
see
make that any more clear.
How you thinking, man?
yes,
but yeah,
now, buddy.
it's fun. I had no idea, A, that there was a show called Young Sheldon,
How did you not know?
and B, that it was in its 6th season.
Oh no! Wait, I didn't know it was 6 seasons in. I did know that they had the spinoff, but 6 seasons already?
Something
I
like
did not
that,
know
yeah.
Yeah, not only is it 6 seasons, but like I think it aired before the show even ended, so it was kind of like, yeah, he doesn't want to do the show anymore, but he wants his own show where he still makes money and you guys don't.
Oh,
Big
no.
brain.
None of you were in my show, but I'll be there.
I'll take good care of it.
But that's fine. It was like a half day. They're like, yeah, we just need you for one thing, and then y'all can go home after lunch. Great.
Cool.
Is the actual older dude who plays Sheldon on the other show narrating the show in some way or form, or is he
Yeah,
involved in any way?
that's exactly what he
That's
does.
what it sounded like, because as they're like shooting the scene, there's somebody like reading the voiceover.
I see.
I always wondered if that's how it works. Like when a show is like a voiceover based show, like is there just somebody reading the voiceover part?
Exactly.
Side.
Because they're like, it's supposed to be like an inner monologue or whatever. So like the main actor is kind of like, also saying it in their head and reacting. I didn't know this either, but the inconceivable guy from Princess Bride is on it.
What the hell he is?
Yeah.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, that guy.
The one where you never go up against the Sicilian when death is on the line? That guy?
Very same.
Only. Hey, did you guys get any cool pickups this week? Anything?
Did I get anything? Oh well, yeah, I talked about a few things. I got the Ulick, the Walmart exclusive Ulick, which is pretty nice. That's a nice upgrade from the original one. I like the head sculpts a lot. And I got I opened the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man that Russ had revealed or unveiled and reviewed. Like I've been saying, I think I like that figure more than the Renew Your Vow Spider-Man. Honestly,
Oh, dang.
I feel like I got something else too. Oh, I got some little gun kit from Danny LeBlanc too.
Oh, he's doing his thing.
Haven't
Yeah, I saw.
showed that in the video yet. Yeah. So I'll be showing that shortly.
I got my cousin Eddie. I had him on the desk, but I put him away already. But that was from last week. I also got this. I know y'all don't fuck with these, but I ended up becoming a fan of the dude when I saw him at Decon, and I bought his exclusive there. But he collabs with Super 7 to do his Phantom Starkiller character, and his nemesis Count Draco Knuckle Duster.
I love him.
That is a name right there. That's a name.
That kid was on my
really cool. And they're in
team.
like resealable packaging, and Peter even signed the back and everything.
So, nice. You're not going to open that.
So they technically are open because they're like they're on the card, but the card is like inside this bubble.
I love
so these are actually very like open friendly.
Dude.
So I actually don't mind opening these.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the extra mile.
Yeah,
man.
and they even have like the classic like Star Wars style like lightsaber that like extends and retracts from the hand.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's like the 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Look
so
what's in my
I don't fuck with a lot of the. I don't buy these on like they remind me of my Star Wars toys from a kid perspective. It's more like, no, these are just cool like little art toys, and they're just done in that fun style, and they look good.
Yeah, that's the whole scene.
Ton of them. Yeah, right. It's a whole thing. I don't know how deep I'll get into it, but I'm happy to just have these cool ones for now.
Speaking of
excellent.
Speaking of being happy to have one thing but not knowing how deep I get into it, I am past the point of no return with Pokemon cards right now.
Oh yeah,
get out! Get out while you can.
Incredible. Every time I mess with these cards, I unlock a memory from my childhood. I completely I don't know about forgot, but I guess I just haven't thought about it in a while. Like how much Pokemon cards used to be my life. Like it's unreal. I get this like really crazy nostalgic feeling when I'm messing with these cards. So I started off wanting to just do like the first 3 sets. And now like the newest set came out and I was like, well, I'll buy an ETB. I'll buy a box just to see what's up because I'm here. I'm already here. Why not? And then like opening those packs unlocked a memory.
Right. How much does a box of collectible cards cost these days?
So an Elite Trainer box costs $50. Comes with 10 packs. That comes with a special card and some other stuff.
I care. What is it?
Was it the sleeves?
And what's the special attraction for the Pokemon cards? Like what's back in the day in the Marvel cards we had the holograms and like stuff like that.
Yeah, they do holographic stuff too, for sure. I'm in it for like the art and I'm in it for like collecting like full sets. That's what I'm into.
Yeah,
That's what I was into when I was
that's
a
kind of
kid
what
too.
they're for at this point. I feel like. I mean, people do play, but I don't think anybody who grew up with it is still playing. I
Yeah,
don't know. Maybe I'm off base.
the intensity of those that play and the intensity of those that collect, it's very different. Like the
Oh yeah,
collecting is just way ahead of what the play is.
dude. I
Yeah,
was
Where, where
playing.
I was
it's
talking
every
about it on my stream this week because I made reference to like your album that you've put together. Like that's a damn move right there. That is like how I would do that for sure.
Oh yeah,
There's
I
like
got it
a
right here.
few.
Why
Yeah,
don't you
yeah.
bring that
There's a
up?
few. Yeah, thanks. We need a
at
visual
the
aid for the audience
tables. Yeah.
because I play Magic, but I don't like collect Magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny because every other collectible card or like trading card game is the opposite. The playing is the focus and the collecting is secondary, where Pokemon is like really the only one where it's all about collecting and the playing is really what's secondary.
Yeah. So
There's like a few sets that I really like that I would love to get, you know, a full set of, but the focus, yeah, definitely to play. I just made my friend rage quit twice today.
you love to see it. I was
Mhm.
playing I was playing the game on my phone, and dude, I stink. I suck. Even when I was a kid, I sucked. So like, which is
Stick
wild
to
because
Marvel
like
Snap, noob.
I have like, but the old Dragon Ball Panini TCG, I was really good at that. But Pokemon, I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe I just don't love it enough. That's probably it. Um, but yeah, this is like the binder I put together, and like I did like splash art on the binder. It's kind of hard to see because like my exposure's all blown out. But like, yeah, I got all the cards right here, base set, and then all this shit. I'm very happy. I'm very pleased.
That's the shit, dude. That looks so good.
And then this
Hmm.
earlier today, I went and I found the old wallpapers that they used to put on the website, and I printed them out as stickers. I'm gonna put them on my binder. Stoked, so stoked.
Yeah, you 10 years old again, man. You did it.
Absolutely, it's great. And this is my current binder for Crown Zenith. I'm stoked, dude.
Boom. Look at those full arts, baby.
Absolutely. I even went to like, so these are the sleeves that you get in the ETBs, and that's like the blank slots for the cards I don't have. I am like so deep into this, it's unreal. So if you have Crown Zenith cards that you're trying to trade over the internet, hit me up at poncheesy@gmail.com or just on my
And
Instagram.
the more you get into it, the more you understand like why streaming this stuff is so popular.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Oh my god,
it's a fucking mystery, man.
I love polls like that.
you never know if somebody's stream is gonna be shit, if it's gonna be incredible. It's fun.
Maybe it was recommended on my algorithm because of you guys kind of changing all this. But I saw a dude who opened a pack today. He pulled like 5 Weedles in a row.
I love it.
No.
I love when you just get trash. Like getting a stream of trash is almost just as exciting as getting a real card. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
odds of it all. Anyway,
It's unreal, yeah.
the last thing I'll say about TCG is it's so funny. When I first started, I was talking to Going Geek, shout out to Going Geek, and shout out to Michael Wisman. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna collect the cards from when I was a kid. Like these newer cards are really cool, but like I don't know, I'm just into the cards that I had as a kid. And then I had no idea the set was coming out so soon. But then they're all like, "Are you gonna do like slabs, like graded cards?" And I was like, "Oh no, that's not my wheelhouse at all." And yet here I am with a slab.
There you
Scyther.
are.
You had to get Scyther. You had to.
We got him. And so like Scyther's my favorite Pokemon, so I got like the hollow Scyther from the base set that I collected as a kid. And I think
Would you
that's
get
where
like
I'll
a
stop.
I would do
Unless
the same with my
grade?
Gengar because I very like another just like losing my damn armored Spider-Man in an airport in Venezuela. I specifically remember leaving my holographic Gengar at daycare. Went back 5 minutes later, it was already gone.
Oh no.
I want that Gengar.
What grade was the Scyther?
Oh, it's nothing crazy. It's just a 6. Nothing
Oh,
crazy
that's
at all.
still. But you know what? Stuff like that, it's still solid. Like it's just little things sometimes that make those grades just like really tumble. Like there's a scratch on the back, 6.
Yeah, it's not centered. It's whatever. I could care less as long as it doesn't look mangled and beaten. Like it looks fine. It looks better than the one on my binder, so I'm cool.
You know what's funny is that I found some of my cards like 10 years ago, and I refound them again I think I'm gonna send them all to get graded.
Hell yeah. Do
Oh
your
my
damn
God.
thing. Do your damn thing, brother.
Wait, so you sent one or you bought it graded like that?
I bought it graded. It was like
Oh, I see.
$15. So like
Okay.
at that point, I'm like, whatever. I don't care.
And
Like,
you know what's
I've paid
stupid?
way more than $15 for Magic cards that I use in like active play.
And the
That's
stupid
actually
thing
not
is,
very expensive.
the stupid thing is that the person paid $20 to get it graded.
Exactly. Yeah.
He sold it to you for 15. It makes no sense.
Okay.
It is what it is. So quick pivot. The other thing I got this week, I actually just got this just now. If you saw me like making like weird faces while my head was down, it's because I just got these from AliExpress. What are these, you may ask? What could
What
these
are
be?
those?
These just look
Those are
like
Pokemon
weird,
model kits, Poncho.
weird runners, right? Yellow runners. What is this? Green runners, blue, flesh toned, red, black. My brothers in Christ, we have reached a new age. Articulated minifigures.
You son of a bitch!
What?
That's crazy.
That's so sick.
With
That's
an
the
ab
coolest shit
crunch.
I've ever seen.
Shut the hell up. That is an ab crunch.
It has an ab crunch. It has a bend at the knee. The hips are on a ball joint. They're on a
is
ball
wild.
socket. The
You're blowing
arms,
my mind right now, Ponch.
the arms, admittedly, no elbow, but the shoulder is on a socket too. The head is on a ball joint. We have reached a new age. This is unbelievable.
Oh my goodness,
How
that's
is
crazy.
not
Coolest
standard?
thing I've ever seen.
So it's so,
Minifigure got an ab crunch before a Hasbro female figure. He said,
Oh my god.
I'm truly blown away. That's amazing.
dude, I'm saying I got
I'm gonna
so
show my
many
roommate
of these. I got
My roommate's
so
a big
many.
legist. What do they call him?
said-
Legoer? He's
what'd
an
you say?
awful. That's what he is. He's an awful.
Oh,
I
he's
think it's
an
a
awful an adult figure.
Yeah, he's an awful. I
like
thought it was legist or something. I don't know.
Legolas.
My roommate is
It's
a
a play
huge
on
awful.
Legolas.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're taking the minifigures to Isengard.
God. Dude, it's wild. This is really, really cool. It's unfortunately though, it is like so this was by like a specific artist. He did like a really small run. Some Chinese factory got a hold of it, and
Oh
so
my god.
that really stinks. So that sucks. But I got one, so I don't know.
I was gonna say
Morally gray.
I was about to say the damage is already done. You're not buying
You
these.
can't
minifigures.
unring that bell, Poncho.
Somebody's gonna buy them. If it's not gonna be you, it's gonna be somebody else. And you know what? I think your wife's in the other room telling you it might as well just be you.
That's true. That's exactly what she said too. As I was hitting add to cart, she said, "Might as well be you."
There you go.
Yeah.
But lady, bring her on the pod. You're gonna be ready for the all women's podcast.
Hawk Photo says, was that the AOL AIM logo? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So wait, hold on. Rick, Boog, what did you get into this week? Anything cool?
nothing that I want to spend a half hour talking
Beautiful.
about.
I
So
love it.
let's get into topics.
No, the thing
Also-
going on in Boog's week is the main topic.
Also, Women's Day is March 8th, so we could actually shoot for something.
March 8th.
Oh,
March
okay.
8th.
Speaking of women, I want to give a shout out to one of the best women I know. Snowcat in the chat, A.C.B.A. Discord mod extraordinaire. Hit us with 5 super chat. Thank you so much. Hell yeah, that's incredible.
Thank you, Snowcat.
Snowcat.
I'm surprised it wasn't a.
Hello.
I was hoping somebody was gonna tell Fabio that he was killing it. but-
Well, hold on. Before we get
Well-
into topics, I want to get through these super chats real quick. Fatman69 at the top of the show hit us with 5. Fob, keep killing it. Also,
Hell yeah!
More like Fab Man. Hello. Thank you.
he said, also, I got BMS Return of the King today. Best Superman with soft goods. It's an incredible figure. The quality puts Mezco to shame. Hell.
Yeah, I'm ordering one on 5K right now.
Is
I
that
have
the,
one.
Is that the one that comes with the suit?
Yeah. That's the one. I
No,
got-
that's the
Oh, no. Sorry.
that's the
I
Muff
want
Toys Protector of Metropolis.
What's up with these fucking names?
I love
Man
it.
Nipple, Muff Toys, like
I know.
you really don't give a fuck, huh?
They know exactly what they're doing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's just as a way to, establish a name for their fan base. People who go
True.
head first into their line are called Muff Divers.
Yes,
There
absolutely.
you go.
You what?
I'm literally ordering it on 5K right now.
I have one through my Facebook plug, so hopefully
Nice.
he'll get his stock soon. Jason S hit us with 20, no message, but thank you just the same. Thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you.
JS.
That's it. And
Thank you, dude.
Haunted Dreams hit us with 2. Said Poncho's killing it with the poker streams. Thanks, man.
Oh, nice.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Man,
Thank you. Thank you.
A man named Haunter Dreams. Shouting out
Yeah.
the Haunter.
Honestly,
Pulse. What a guy.
I do appreciate that, you know, you've gone so far into it that you're doing the streams now and everything, where I'm just
Yeah,
like, damn,
just
the amount of
something-
time I've wasted just not streaming my magic pulls. Like, I had some crazy shit.
I mean, do you know how nice I watch randos people on fucking YouTube. Like, I don't know these guys. It's nice that I could watch somebody I actually know, and
That's
I could
true.
be happy for their pulls.
Mhm.
The reason I
And-
started
and, you know-
doing it was because the first Brilliant Stars pack I pulled the alt art Charizard. So
Oh,
and
God.
I didn't do it on stream. I did it in a Discord call. I was
Mm.
like, okay, I should probably stream this. So again, shout out to
Who
Going
witnessed-
Geek. He
who
saw it
witnessed
live.
it?
I also just haven't bought. This is, and we'll get into this with Hasbro stuff, but I also just haven't actually bought anything from Magic in like 2 months. I've just been
True.
playing off of everything that I've been collected up until. I only buy, like you, the Elite Trainer boxes, but they call them the bundles. So when the
Yeah.
new set comes out, I get a bundle, and that's it. Everything else I just get singles for.
Man,
Because
it's
I
so
want the
crazy.
box, I want the art, I want the new dice, all that shit.
Crazy when Hasbro took over, they changed the name. When I played Magic the Gathering and I was like super big into it in high school, they were called Fat Packs.
Body shaming.
And
Let's
yeah, they got
go.
the body shaming name. We got to change it so they're no longer called Fat Packs.
Some of the cards on the bottom, if you add it from that era, still say Fat Pack. Like if it's an alternate art, it'll tell you it's from the Fat Pack.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Now they call them bundles, but yeah.
Well,
Phyrexia All Will Be One comes out next month, so I'm screwed. My Hasbro boycott will be in name only, but hey.
you're just like those guys that still eat Chick-fil-A, huh?
It's very good chicken.
Speaking of that, let's get into top stories, baby. First top story is
Let's do it.
Hasbro. We're gonna follow it up by Figure Arts. We're gonna talk some Mezco. We're gonna look to the skies, baby. We're gonna talk Mofex. Then we're gonna do third party. And then we're gonna wrap it up. So speaking of Hasbro news, there was some crazy Hasbro news this week. Who wants to take it away? Let's talk.
Well, there was a few different things that happened before we got this current news story coming out of Bloomberg News and other sites. But Hasbro kind of kicked off the week with, I guess the first reveal from them was the Guardians of the Galaxy Yandu. But Hasbro,
Why is it not here?
Yeah, let me put it to dry.
what?
Don't worry. I'm coming.
What's happening? Oh, it wasn't through Hasbro Pulse. They put it on what, IGN or something?
Something was happening
yeah,
behind the scenes.
Is Rick okay? Is he in? Rick, are you in danger?
Blink
What just
once.
happened?
It's all right.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy Yandu was revealed through IGN.com. So Hasbro's kind of been on a tear, I guess, in January. This was their third reveal, I guess, for January. I kind of feel like they're trying to rush out the announcement for some of these things that Rectangular already spoiled and get that stuff out of the way. I don't know why I feel that way, but that's how I've been kind of feeling. Like they just want to, hurry up and confirm those things so they can move on to some of the things that he didn't have inside information about. But anyway,
Well, speaking of Todd,
IGN.com.
somebody check his pulse, dude. This
Yeah,
is
what?
a must want from him for so long.
His Hasbro Pulse.
for
Go ahead,
sure.
Punch.
For sure. Todd is a big cosmic character, Guardians fan, the original Guardians, the modern Guardians, the comic-based versions of them. But
One's
yeah,
from the
so
31st century.
finally we got
Holmes?
Guardians of the Galaxy comic-based Yandu, which looks okay. He looks pretty good. I think that this may be the Bullseye Buck or Sunfire or whatever the case may be, with some reused boots and some different things. But this quiver and the bow, the fact that it's not really anything that new is a little disappointing for some people, but I don't know where this is going to go. I feel like I asked them about this in the last time I sat down with them, and they were kind of confirming that we may see Yandu, but I don't know that we'll see a complete, Guardians, original Guardians team, or how long that may take. But yeah, he's okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not knocking my socks off here. What do you guys think?
Uh,
You guys don't
I
give a
think this
fuck
looks
about
nice.
this.
I don't care.
I think it looks nice. I have no attachment to the character at all. I just love the art direction and color direction. Okay, and I think the figure really, what do you call it? Just nice. It's just nice color on the figure. So I'm into
Yeah, it
it.
pops for sure. It's bright.
Yeah, very
No
becoming.
doubt. I was just reminded that the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out at the end of this year, so we'll probably be getting a lot of cosmic characters and more Guardians, and it's going to be more opportunities to release the comic-based members of the team, I suppose. But Marvel Legends is good for that, for dropping, giving you hints through these figures of what's might be popping up in the movies as well, or just dropping the comic based versions of characters alongside the movies. So
Hmm.
if that's any indication, then something else that they showed this week may give some insight into where things will be going in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And
Uh,
this technically goes with that Advanced Astro they put out a while back, right?
Correct. Yeah, we did get Advanced Astro many moons ago. Um, so yeah, that is true. But again, the issue with Hasbro and trying to complete teams is that, to their credit, they do upgrade and give us new parts and new molds and new things, every year basically. But because it's so far and few in between with some of these team members,
Hmm.
by the time you get around to completing a team, you got like three members of the team on a fucking bucket cap mold or some shit. So yeah, it's unfortunate.
I think Vance
We
was
saw
on the
that
Grim
recently.
Reaper, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. But we saw that recently with the completion of the original five symbiotes. You got
Yeah.
the final two members from that Venom box set, but previously the other molds that we had for the other three members were just kind of outdated and shit. So it is what it is. That was that Tuesday? I think that was Tuesday that they showed Yandu. And then yesterday, I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, we got another reveal via comic book resources. So it looks like Hasbro is going to be outsourcing a lot of these reveals to different .coms and different comic-based websites and stuff like that, as opposed to using influencers and stuff this year. I mean, I'm not saying that they won't do that or open up that program again, but looks like they're playing it safe and
They
using
said they
the
wouldn't.
.coms.
They said they
You said
wouldn't.
what?
They said that they wouldn't do that again.
Oh, really? Okay, all right.
Said that
That they wouldn't do
on
what?
Kevin. They wouldn't be doing reveals and early reviews to influencers anymore. They said that on Kevin's stream. He said that
Interesting.
Really?
there was a lot of funny style stuff going on with some reviewers, and they said that that's not a program that they're gonna look to do again in the future. They said.
That's too bad.
Who
I mean,
blew
like,
it?
haha, like
Who
I'm a
blew it
clown?
for everybody?
And no, I wish we knew. He said he didn't want to name no names.
Uh-oh.
You know what? Somebody did it.
They
Well,
do,
that's why it was
actually.
especially great that they were able to, the big three were able to come on here, chat with us, because, man, we might have been the last ones then.
No, I mean, no. That doesn't mean they're not going to do interviews. It's just it's
Reveals.
just
Yeah.
the reveals. But
Reveals thing. Okay. Maybe it was, I mean, who didn't, Bo, you sent your samples back, right? Hmm?
I sure did. I did
Yeah.
everything I was supposed to do.
You know what's funny is that's like something Kevin brought up on his stream. Shout out to Kevin for toying around. That's who I'm referring to. His channel, great guy. He even said like, "Yo, man, is it because I took like 6 months to send whatever it was that he reviewed back?" And he like laughed. He's like, "No." He's like, "We didn't even notice." He's like, "It was just things didn't go as we'd hoped." Like, kind of seemed like they didn't like the response that some people were given that they sent it to.
Maybe it was more of the quote unquote fans, the people like talking shit, than it was the actual influencers or whatever. But
Yeah.
I had a little snafu with sending one thing back though. It had got like lost and like I don't know. And but apparently it was just some miscommunication and it was there the whole time. Like it was in some other department or some shit like that. But
Yeah, he did make it clear on the stream that like no, it had nothing to do with like people weren't sending back or anything like that. It was just it just didn't seem like they were something like it was something that they were going to do anytime soon from what he was saying.
yeah, it's all good. It was a interesting grouping of people that got to do it, and I think they picked some of the, most popular and influential people in the community. So
Straight up, they just might not have produced the numbers they were hoping for.
Yeah, that could be a
be.
thing too. Maybe they saw the numbers and they were like,
They
it's all
did
good.
not spell disaster at sacrifice.
see, they don't add up.
Either
Come
way,
on, Joe.
shout out to Dan and to those guys. I know Dan was one of the people really pushing to make that program possible. So
Well,
You
I'm
know
sure
what?
all the non-figure collectors reading IGN, this is really going to move the needle for them.
I don't know how much more we're gonna do with Hasbro. But speaking of Dan, he put up a suggestion box on Twitter that got a lot
correct.
of
You sure did.
back and forth.
Yeah.
That was great.
I was a little confused about that at first because he put up the tweets asking what people would like to see as a deluxe figure in the future, and then the next day he said, "All right, there's going to be a reveal the following day or whatever." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, you already you already produced the figure?" Like, but yeah, I guess this was already in the works, and he was talking about something in further future, further down the line or whatever. So, yeah, do we have that? The tweet?
I'm pulling it
It's
up.
not- it ain't 100% necessary. He was basically asking. I didn't see the replies though. I didn't see what the replies were.
He said, "Tell me a realistic Marvel Legends deluxe figure you'd like to see in the future. Thanks." Number 2.
Number two.
Who does number 2 work for?
Ooh, Robo. That's a suggestion that I put out quite a while ago. Actually, Ryan had mentioned Armor as one of his figures that he'd like to see done personally. But it was just engineering, how they could actually engineer this figure to work out. That is a great suggestion for a deluxe figure because you would need her, in her Astonishing X-Men uniform, I suppose, and then some type of armored up bubble articulated figure that she could fit inside of too. Like so, yeah.
Oh, under a microscope, just stole the words out from under my mouth.
Yes.
Realistic, I mean, let's give him a suggestion that's on a body mold they already have.
That's what I did. And that's really what he meant by like realistic. Like, what do we have? We could make a deluxe version of kind of thing.
I don't know how realistic this is, and maybe they tried to do this with the Gamerverse Spider-Man. That was a deluxe, right? I'd rather the deluxe program be, not necessarily just a figure that could be a Build-A-Figure, but here it is all at once. How about like their version of Ultimates, like what NECA does or what Super 7 does?
That's exactly what my comment was under this post.
And where is it?
Okay, well, that's
somewhere.
And where is it?
a deluxe amount of accessories is great too. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Just in general, honestly, I think that they could look to those. That's what my post was, like those comic covers that show like fake action figures that don't exist.
Yes.
Like just follow those.
Yeah.
And that was what my post was under his thing. Like just make this. And it was the Peter Parker cover where he had like multiple heads and some multiple heads.
So no
There you
New
go.
scroll back up. Up more. Yeah, Regent. That would be a great deluxe figure. But there was one above him too. Mm. Oh yeah, we need a new Man Spider. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, we definitely need a new Man Spider.
So yeah, interesting. That was in between the reveals this past week, and then, like I said, the IGN.com reveal of the Squadron Supreme, Hyperion, and Doctor Spectrum was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And Hyperion looks pretty good. I'm thinking that this is the updated Sentry Buck, the Walgreens Sentry that just came out, because it would make sense to put them, I guess, kind of on the same buck, being that they about the same, you know, build, I suppose.
Yeah, they're
But
the Marvel's conquering heroes. Remember?
right,
What they say.
I saw somebody else mention that they thought that Hyperion was on that newer Thor body, the Herald Thor, I guess. But I'm not 100% sure about that. But it is a good, decent look for Hyperion. I wish they would have given him some like flat, open hands. Like make it make sense. If it's a flyer, first of all, if it's a
Yeah.
flyer, they should have butterfly joints, and then they should have open palms for flying. Like, what are you giving him gripping hands for? He's
Yeah, I was
not.
just gonna say, like, what is he gripping with these hands? Like,
Makes no
what's going on?
sense. Like, come on, make it make sense. Just pack in the shit that makes sense. So, whatever. Hyperion looks pretty good, but they went to Old Faithful here with the Bucky Cap mold for Doctor Spectrum when they could have used like three other bucks that would have been fine. Like, what are you doing? Why not use the Bullseye buck, or why not use the updated Spider UK buck, or shit?
Yo,
One of
other
the
than the arms, this is literally Eel.
yes, one
Yeah.
100%. Eel and Blizzard.
Yeah, do
They
they have
So
a
what,
new?
what, what
100%.
what's the buck that Spider Carnage is on? That would have been a good one.
Spider
Better than this.
Carnage.
Yeah, what buck is that on?
That's on the pizza, isn't it?
This would look better than this.
Still.
Do they have a new poser there that's doing new posing for these shots? This looks. The poses on this are like nothing I've ever seen before from Marvel.
This is Matthew Cohen doing
Oh,
a lot of
beautiful.
this stuff.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Doing his thing.
Like these type of hands right here, this kind of like loose grip hand is what you needed for Hyperion for this pose right here. Not
He
like
just
those hands specifically, but the
he just
pose.
looks really
Maybe it's
he looks
because
really
they're on these bigger arms and these are the hands that they have that fit.
he looks really sassy in that picture with his hands on his hips.
He
Like
really
I don't know
does.
why
He
he's
really does.
a little sassy. But you know what's another thing that I don't like? Like either go all the way or don't do it. Why is half of it pinless? I don't
Yeah,
like
they're
that.
Yeah, just the
they
lower
each have
leg.
they each have
It's wild.
opposite pins.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Just don't make it pinless, man. If it's not
I'm
gonna
thinking
be
that
full.
I'm thinking that they're really scrutinizing them over here about the budget for each pack and
Oh
whatever, and
yeah.
they just like piecemealing this shit. Like
Mm.
like
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't see why it has to be this way. It makes no sense. It
Yeah,
literally makes no sense.
I have
yeah,
a
the
I have a
the
theory.
only answer has to be that they're fucking they're getting just like you said, it's like they're piecemealing here, like they're forcing them to have like just a small budget, I guess.
I have a theory of why some of it's pinless and some of it's not. Um, I think they're just playing the long game because like the more and more you use and print a mold, the cheaper it becomes to produce. So every once in a while, they'll throw like a piece here or a piece there that they know they're going to reuse in the future. And overall, it just makes sense in the big picture that it'll come out to be cheaper in the long run. But just making everything pinless now is just too much cost versus return figure. That makes sense.
Hmm.
That's
It
my
makes
theory.
too much sense, Poncho. I'm still angry.
Aesthetically, I
all
agree
these
though. I 100%
all
agree.
these comments are crazy. Literally, like all of them are people pissed off. Bruh, what are you doing? The ship is sinking faster than I thought. The pinless joints, man. Come on, it's crazy.
You know what's the wild shit about this is that like the displaying community, while we are probably like to think that it's like you know hundreds of thousands of people, it's a pretty close tight knit community or whatever. Like 90% of these people commenting and complaining about this shit, half of that 90% probably won't even open the fucking figure, and the other half ain't doing no fucking displaying, ain't posing shit, and they're not doing anything. So it's just
I
like,
say that all the
what
time.
are you even complaining about?
It's just
Yeah,
the way it goes,
I
baby.
maintain that's my my toy industry hot take is that most of the people that complain about articulation don't even know how to pose
100%.
or aren't good. Maybe you know how, but aren't like great at it. It's not like the
Aren't great
thing.
at it, right? Yeah,
It's
you know,
just posing it to put it on the shelf.
But
that's it.
does that? I mean, but people complain about professional sports all the time. No, they can't play
Right?
professional sports. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear that.
it's like a fine line. Like, man, Poncho over here is fucking complaining about Pokemon cards. Doesn't even go to tourneys. What's his fucking
Yeah,
living
no,
my ass
true.
life
like?
from
It's
casual matches.
it's a fine line. I don't disagree though, but yeah, I could see both sides of it. I guess I don't disagree. Especially there's some reviewers out there
Hmm.
talking a lot of smack about articulation. I
Either
don't know
way,
how
I just
how to pose or save their life.
I understand why people, it's the $50 2-pack, essentially
Yeah.
$25 a figure, $30 a figure really after tax and all that. And we got this exact body mold. We got Eel and Blizzard, just 90% the same figure for $20 just a couple of years ago.
I don't understand. They could have easily used the Bullseye buck or the Spider UK buck.
Well, as
Literally,
they say,
literally,
sometimes those molds are in use, and this is the mold they had available.
I mean, this one's always available.
Yeah, it's
Come on, any other buck, man, please.
yeah.
Any other buck.
it's the slut mole. It's always available, man.
Mhm.
It's great.
Man.
She'll answer the phone for sure.
It's got to come down to cost or budgeting or something. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
budget has to.
And again, I don't know what their cost and what their budget is, but if there is a just certain amount of SKUs that they have to hit every year, it's overall diluting the quality that goes across the whole product.
Oh, there's no question.
Yeah, definitely.
5-10 SKUs fewer a year, and this guy could be on a better mold. I think nobody would complain about that.
They can't do that. We talked about that though. I hear you. That makes perfect sense, but they literally can't do that based on what we're going to get into with their projections and what's going on with these
Not just
layoffs.
that, but
So
you know,
I was going to
if
save this. Go ahead, Rick.
If Target ordered a certain amount of waves a year, and you're like, hey man, we're gonna up the quality, we're gonna get rid of a wave. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? We said 12 waves. You're gonna give me 12 waves.
It has to be up to the retailers.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
It's rough.
Hasbro has, what's love got to do with it? What's Hasbro got to do with it?
Before we move on
so
to-
that was. I'm hoping that they actually do complete the core team here, though. And I'm echoing a little bit. I don't know, Fabio. Maybe that's you. It's always you. I'm hoping they complete the core team, so I could see them doing like some type of 3-pack with the other members or whatever the case may be. But hopefully they will do better on the other ones. Like I said, Hyperion is fine. It's okay. I could see somebody getting a custom soft goods cape to add on to him, and that that be that. Oh, shout out to Paul Harden. He did the head sculpt for Hyperion and the cape sculpt. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I was about to say that's like the best part about the Stu pack is the head sculpt.
Yeah,
and we're gonna get the Hickman version with like the black, like dark blue suit, and then like the symbol on this. It's good that they went and did a new part for this because obviously there's other versions of Hyperion you could use them for.
Yeah, I could definitely see them updating that and giving us the Hickman Thor as well. So yeah, that is promising. The fact that we could see some other sort of modern comic things come from this, then I'm all with it. And listen, man, Hasbro's doing a lot of shit that's pissing me off, but they also have some great things going here and there. Some gems like this past week, that Ulick, the reuse of that buck, which was basically originally the the Rhino mold, but updating it with the heads and hands and the weapon and the chain, his little chain that he comes with. Like, it's a very good upgrade on a buck that is very old, but it still looks really good. So sometimes they get it, sometimes they get it right, but sometimes they epically fail as well. So, um, what did I see? Oh, did we? Oh, you guys know that Cheney got one of the 3 packs.
Yeah. I think E got one too. I watched Cheney and somebody else's review.
MCU Collector got one too. I
Yeah,
think.
yep, that's who. Yep. What did you think?
I like it. I like the way it looks a lot. I like the way Forge looks a lot.
Yeah, everyone go check out Cheney's review.
I like Storm's head sculpt. I like the uniformity of it all. I'm definitely. This is something that many of us X-Men fans have wanted since we were like 10 years old. So it is what it is.
Another thing that sucks is just that they reuse these arms, and it's from what I noticed in the review, and he pointed it out, was the yellow on there is painted on over the blue, so it like peeks out.
Yeah, so it looks a little sloppy.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why companies don't learn that it's always mold in yellow and paint over yellow. It's never paint yellow, man. Never. Come on.
Yeah, that's amateur hour for a company like Hasbro. Like, come on, that's wild.
And you know what I didn't like about that pack is that Forge looks really sad. You guys seen the picture of Forge? You go to MCU Collector, like look how sad he looks.
Yeah, he looks like he's down. Storm dumped him.
If you go to MCU Collector, his post, he did like they're all next to each other. He looks so sad. Like he just looks depressed.
What's
his girlfriend just broke up with him.
What's the old Forge head look like on this body?
No, that's what we got to see. Yeah, boom! Look at that face.
Yeah, in his post. My God.
Yeah, that's.
Really I don't know that he did a swap. No, but I think the skin tone is just slightly different. I like that it's not the same leg though. Like it's a new.
Oh, man. You gotta post these figures though. What the hell's going on?
Oh God, what a terrible head sculpt. You know what? Or maybe it's just badly painted. Like maybe it is really nice. Like that's another thing that's a problem.
It's digitally printed. I think he pointed out it's the same sculpt. It's just the digital print makes it look different.
The same sculpt as the previous one?
Yeah.
It makes him look sad. He looks clinically depressed.
That's what's weird about it too. Is like it's not the same leg sculpt as the original Forge, but somehow it's a new one that isn't pinless.
What?
So you got the top knee, the top part of the knee is a pin, and the bottom doesn't.
That is so...
Ay. Algon, take me away.
All right.
So yeah, that was the actual things that popped up this week from Legends. Oh, final thing, I did get, I don't know how or why, but I did get my Villains 5-pack did convert from through Big Bad Toy Store, the Marvel Legends Villains 5-pack that has Strife and Random and what's my man's name? Pretty Boy. That is not slated to release until like April or May or something like that, but somehow it converted for me through BBTS, and I shipped it. So hopefully I'll get it next week. So I'll be taking a look at that. Yeah.
Here was another big headline this week too. Yesterday.
Yesterday. So they took the NFT out of.
Bit of a reach, Poncho, but I'll allow it.
They took the NFT out of the NBA figures here, so the price dropped by $20, basically.
Did they really?
The headline should have read, "Breaking news: Hasbro removes feature nobody wants to."
Nobody wants, basically. Yeah.
Kind of sounds like they're doing us a favor.
To compensate price that everybody wants.
Breaking news! It's the retail price it should have always been.
Breaking news:
basically.
nobody likes NFTs.
Man, anybody who bought, I mean, I guess you still got your value because you got the NFT, but anybody who bought these at
No, you didn't get
launch, my
any
God.
value. That was a
Well, hey.
very boomer thing for Hasbro to do, trying to do something with an NFT in 2022, 2023. Like, come
Could
on, bro.
you imagine if now the NFTs like kind of pop off because you can't get them anymore? Could
I mean,
you
you know what?
imagine?
Low key, they might be trying to bank on that shit, but I don't
They
think
just
so.
might.
They're not
Highly,
going to see
highly
that money.
That's true. They sure won't. Yeah.
All right, so down to $29.99. Any of you guys off the fence with one of these? You guys don't play sports.
No.
I don't
No,
care about basketball.
oh,
Hey, Bug, I don't even
Rick's a
watch
big
sports.
basketball fan, though.
I love basketball. I've
Yeah,
been
I
to
know Rick loves basketball, but you were definitely not paying $50 for these
hell
prior.
no. That's the thing that I was talking with David yesterday too. Like me and David are the target audience, and we weren't buying them. Like, what does that tell you?
Yeah, yeah.
It tells me you weren't the target audience.
Oh no, they didn't know their target audience. That's the problem. They gave all these figures to sneaker collectors,
Mm-hmm.
like million followers. What the fuck are these sneaker collectors gonna do buying these figures? Like,
Did
it's no
we
sense.
did we figure out if these if the parts were swappable?
I don't know.
Not intentionally.
Somebody bring Kevin on the. He'll know. He has. I think he has a few of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They-
I would only buy these at $30 if I had free shipping. I don't. Like,
You're
it's
telling me
not.
your
It's not.
Hasbro Plus Premium membership doesn't give you free shipping? I'm shocked.
I don't have that. I don't have that.
And neither
Did
do
they?
free shipping.
So Rick, you still didn't order one.
No, no, no. You know what? I might give in and just do the Curry, but I don't think I'm gonna do anything else. You know, Golden State Warriors fan. I have to rep. I'm from. And by the way, for anybody in the comments, I'm from the Bay, born and raised. Been to hundreds of Warriors games. So don't come at me. Coming at me.
And
I'll put a
Steph
poll up
is
real
still
quick.
a maybe for you. So imagine that.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go with that, but like, you know, get the whole line, no way, unless I get free shipping or something. Or
Let's see what chat says real quick.
It should be noted that they put
Yeah.
the hoop rim up for pre-order too, I believe, or at least showed it off.
And I think the rim is $24.99.
Mm.
It doesn't look particularly impressive, but
It doesn't look
price-
that impressive, honestly.
No.
What's that one that? Shout out to Punka Mike. He sold me that really good rim that people been using for years. It's from
It's from the Toys R Us NBA line that.
Oh yeah, yeah, the NBA Heroes or whatever.
Yeah, where they had
no,
that.
somewhere.
not that one. It was like an import one, I think, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
that one. Yeah.
Really?
It's got like a faux glass backboard. It's nice.
I know what you're talking about.
Really? Oh, that's crazy. Maybe it's the one from people put with Dawson slam dunk figures.
Yes,
exactly.
whatever that is. Whatever that is.
I would have to assume there's no way it'd be anything else.
I put up a poll real quick. If you guys are in chat, you can just you can vote, pick up or pass. Just type exclamation point vote and then space, then pass or pick. Let's see what people say. So far, nobody is picking this shit up.
It's rough, man. I mean, just there's
At
no
$29.99
tattoo.
though. Come on, man. They're doing us a favor.
They are doing
No
us a favor. They're trying to
tattoo.
save us money.
No
Mhm.
tattoos. The likeness is off on most of them.
This is very pro-consumer.
That's true. I mean, they practically save us $20 by taking out the NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm just
people like us are too dumb to understand what NFTs are. So it makes perfect sense why they took them out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's big IQ things only.
Yeah, big brain, 300 IQ.
I'm just wondering, like,
All right. So,
obviously, it's starting lineup. They're going to switch sports, right? They're not every wave is going to be basketball, right? Eventually, they're going to do
No,
football
yeah.
or baseball or something.
well, yeah, they
Will
already
you ever get a complete starting lineup?
Football's next.
Yeah, football's next. They already teased that.
That wasn't a
Also,
joke, Poncho. That was a real question.
It is a real question. Yeah.
also shout out to Dan Yoon saying that he's trying to make them, or not make them, but he's trying to get them to do slam dunk figures. So
What?
I would
Crazy.
I would buy those at $50.
Oh yeah, there's no question.
I got to support slam dunk. I love Slam Dunk so much. I'd do that. I'd buy that for $1.
Real quick, I want to get through some super chats real quick. I'll start from the top since Mike Hawes hit us with a relevant one. Starting lineup started with the wrong lineup. They should have just done Legends, Jordan, Bird, Magic, the rest of the line, current players, LeBron, Kyrie, etc. I could see that.
Yeah,
then you got
you know what?
nostalgia on your side.
Let me give you guys a little bit of insight because, like I said,
No.
you know, I kind of worked a little bit with some of these companies before with Enerbay and you know I had like a lot of discussions with them, and each individual legacy or legend, NBA legend is its own license.
Oh, that's true. You're right. You're
If
right.
you don't currently play with the NBA, you're not included. So it'd be expensive. But you know what? I would pay it for Jordan at least.
Big if
At
true.
least got to pay. At least pay for that one. You know, I understand you can't get everybody, but like if Jordan does well, maybe you can like get another legend and another wave. You know.
That's it.
At that point, they wouldn't even be waves. It would just be like a single release. I could see them doing a legend for like a con exclusive or something.
Yeah, like if we got a Jordan and it was good looking. You know, it didn't look like shit. You know, let's be clear. It was good looking and it was like $60. Yeah, let's see why not.
Nah, I'd be 100. Easily.
$100, just get a Mayfect. What the hell?
Mm-hmm. It'd be
I wanna
it'd be
listen-
100. It'd be San Diego Comic Con exclusive or Pulse exclusive. Well, I guess these are kind of also, but
Not
I-
at 100
like,
bucks.
nah, they
in
know
my
they're gonna
mind-
make their money. Come on, and if it
in my
happens,
mind, it has to be under Mayfex or it doesn't make sense.
True.
like, are we pretending that anything with Hasbro makes sense right now?
It's true. It's true.
Stupid.
All right. Well, as far as Hasbro goes, that was the regular shit. I guess we want to talk about this report that came out real quick.
Real quick, I do want to get through super chats real quick while we're
Oh,
still
the super chat. Sorry. Go ahead. Go for it.
while we're still talking about figures. So earlier in the show, let's see. Earlier in the show, John Papa Sergio was talking about the 2-pack hit us with 5. Thank you, John. Said Syndrome and Dr. Uno.
Yeah, a lot of that, and that's also because they made the way that like crosses in the middle like very perpendicular to each other. If you look at the art, it's meant to be more like a Venn diagram.
Batman hit us with 2. He said they post Hyperion like he's taking a dump. LOL.
Oh yeah, he's dropping a deuce.
That's the classic. That's the classic Dragon Ball Deuce pose, baby. You gotta
Yeah,
do.
man. He doesn't have a squatty potty. Sorry.
Fatman hit us with 10 earlier as well. Talking about how he said, "Nice, we're getting a new Hyperion, but for the love of God, with that Bucky cap, Yondu's fin is from Tiger Shark. It's like they aren't even trying anymore. Is their budget $10? Like, yeah, it's got to be a
Well,
tight
and then-
budget.
I was trying to figure out where that fin was from. Yes, Tiger Shark. Wow.
And then
And
look
that
at
is.
look at his boots. Come
Yeah,
on,
What
bro.
wave was Tiger Shark in?
With the cankles.
Yeah, man, rough.
Tiger
And,
Shark
like,
is like an old Avengers
Tiger
wave.
Shark was way back in the Ant-Man movie Ultron Build-A-Figure wave. Oh, no.
Yikes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, like I wish they could talk about budget because it's got to be razor thin, but like I'm sure they know that if they ever talk publicly about their budget, it is more bad press than it's worth. Because once people
Yeah.
know that how much that they actually like what their budget, not only what their budget is or how much these figures cost to produce, then it's just going to be like, you know, pitchforks everywhere. Because like, you know, basically everybody knows that this stuff is cheap to produce, but I feel like once they officially put it out there, like somebody from the team actually talks about it, it's not even like they can't even hide behind speculation anymore. Like now it'll be something real that they've said, and everybody will know that these figures probably cost like, you know, less than $5 to produce, probably less than
Well,
around like $2 or $3 to produce.
I was gonna say that, you know, the lowest you've ever seen Target price it. Imagine Target paid half for the figure.
Hmm.
That's fucking nuts. If you've seen like a Marvel Legend discounted to like $5, it probably means that wholesale to Target is probably like $350 a figure, and
Yeah.
that means that that's the wholesale price to Target, and probably half of that is what it's cost to produce it.
Sure.
It's
Absolutely.
pretty crazy. Crazy.
And that's also just based on how many units they make too. The more they produce,
Absolutely.
obviously, the cheaper it is each individual one.
Yeah. There's always tons of moving parts with all of this stuff, but it's
That is kind of what happened with this announcement that they made, is that
There
apparently
you go.
it was leaked, like an email went out, and before it was officially announced to people in the company, like, that there will be layoffs, this thing got shared around, and then Hasbro tried to get ahead of it and officially announce it.
Take it away. Let's talk, baby.
So, Bo, give us the gist here.
Give us that rundown.
My takeaway from most of this is that Wizards of the Coast, D&D, Magic the Gathering, is kind of the only profitable part right now.
That's what it's kind of like framed as, like that. Those were the things that they were really focusing on. Um, and if that's the case, that actually gives more credence to what we just been saying for the past 20 minutes about the budget being kind of thin. That they're not even giving them the proper budgets for the shit that we care about. Like like collectors like to really think the world revolves around them and shit like that. All these, you know what I mean? Like nah, like Dungeons and Dragons and these card games and all of that shit is the real money makers for them. They're not even making a bunch of money from Legends and Star Wars and shit like that. Maybe Star Wars, but
That's the gaming industry in general too, and that's what they've figured out. That's what they did with Wizards of the Coast, is also their digital gaming stuff. So like Magic Arena, Magic Online, all that stuff. They figured out, much like the gaming industry did, that it's not enough to just charge up front for the thing and then you have the thing and that's it. End of transaction. It's about those recurring microtransactions, those recurring payments, whateper. Whether
I
it's a
mean,
subscription
look,
cost,
A
whether it's
live service, if you
live
will.
service.
I
Exactly.
mean, we have Poncho here right now.
Me, what's up?
Obviously we know he works for a printing company. Can you imagine how fucking little they pay to have cards produced and
Oh
how
yeah,
insane their profits are?
crazy.
It must be nuts. There's no way that it's not their best earner.
Oh
Oh yeah,
no.
Even if all the other lines were doing well, it would still be beating them. It's literal paper they're printing on. It's
Mhm.
costs like next to nothing to produce.
I would imagine.
And
I would imagine a single card. A single card probably costs. I don't even. It's
not even a quarter of a cent, like a
no, yeah,
tenth
not.
of a
I
cent.
was about to say, like, I'm trying to figure like how small it can go, but like to put it in perspective, we can buy a roll of material of this, basically a roll of this like material that a card is printed on. Now, granted, a Pokemon card or like any card is made out of like multiple layers of material, but one roll of material for us is 56 inches wide and is probably like, I don't know, 600 yards or something long. That would probably cost us no more than like $300-400. And then just imagine how many cards you can print on 300 yards or 600 yards of material. It only costs us, like, let's say for instance, like $400 for that material, and you just print all. Like, of course there's other costs like ink and you know labor and stuff, but they're making profits hand over foot out off of cards, because cards are like, they are the by far the cheapest thing to produce in their entire library or their entire catalog, for sure.
Mhm. Same with any of the, the D&D, whether it's the handbooks or
Yeah,
the miniatures, whatever, all that is significantly cheaper.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
And Boog actually made a good point in his video too, earlier today. I shouldn't say that, you know, that's the only profitable part. Overall, they are still profitable, okay? They just did not make as much money as they wanted to at the end of last year.
That's
Sure.
it. That's the big thing, and that's where it's quite evident that it's just a corporate greed. You know, trying to um, please the shareholders type of situation. That's what it seems like to me. I'm not a Fortune 500 company owner, but I mean, it seems pretty simple and obvious to just kind of read
Yeah.
between the lines here and see what's going on. You
Well,
know.
Boog, luckily for you, I am. So if you'll allow me to put on my business hat for a second here, they just did not make all of the money. They made a lot of money. They did not make all of the money. And so
Correct.
who's got to pay? 15% of the workforce.
Mhm. So, according to them, 15% of their workforce is about 1,000 workers globally. But yeah, like you mentioned, I have it on, and like I mentioned, I have it on good authority that this story dropped before they actually even had direct contact with those employees that might be losing their jobs. So it's up in the air right now. A lot of people that work for Hasbro is basically just on pins and needles. They don't really know if they're going to be chopped. And this is not just Hasbro. This is happening in a bunch of major companies right now. We had Todd on last week, and he said that that's happening for Microsoft. I know for certain that it's happening for IBM. I work for IBM. It's happening at Spotify. I actually works for Spotify. So yeah, it's not just Hasbro.
Ooh.
Well, I hope it's none of our friends that see the axe.
True. Absolutely.
So yeah, man. I don't know. We're gonna wait and wait and see. But anybody out there saying that so and so should lose their job because of Engine of Vengeance or because of this or because of that, what? Shut up.
Yeah,
That's
people
just
said the same thing after the Rancor failed. Like, oh, they got to scrap the entire Star Wars team and start over.
I mean, listen. I'm just saying it from a perspective of that's not nice. But yeah, business is not nice, and sometimes when you fail and you don't do well and you don't produce, then yeah, you could lose your job. That's the reality of it. But overall, I do think that the Legends team has done a pretty good job. I don't know that anybody should have lost their job from the Rancor situation, but I mean, it was a sad showing. Like they could have definitely given more stuff, so that way that could have been successful. But yeah, 15% here of the workforce. We will know what's what with this, I guess, in the coming weeks or the next week or two. Maybe it may be even more imminent. Maybe it'll be Monday or Tuesday that we know, since the news of this happened Thursday, Friday, basically. Usually they try to do bad news on a Friday, and then so that's how it works. But we'll see. This is developing. We'll continue to follow this and follow up with this story. But that's what's going on with Hasbro at the moment.
All right.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Beautiful. Love to see it.
Yeah. What else do we love to see?
Let's talk. Figure arts, baby. Let's go. That's the
Oh,
next
what's
thing
good?
on the docket.
Or what's not good with them?
Another company in hot water.
Yes, sir.
At least,
I was joking around with Rick before we started the show, but the energy is sometimes like, who are we mad at this week? And I
It's
think
pissing me off.
it's this time, right? I mean, I guess
This
it's
is-
not on Instamashi. I'll
Fuck,
pull
I
it up
know
in our
Lago
chat.
probably mentioned something
Yeah,
about it.
Lago
Lago.
made a
I
post
love that
about
guy.
it. So
Remember when he was on last week?
I
shout out to
do.
Lago.
Great guy.
He's
Fondly,
the best.
I remember it.
Anybody I trust, it's Lago. I leave my kid with him.
All right. Rick, you want to take it away?
Yeah, man. This fucking sucks.
Well said, Rick.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody just kind of jumped to conclusions in the beginning, and I'm sure Poncho and all of us saw it, where they're like, "Well, if you see in the Garfield picture, it says that pending licensor approval, and that's why it didn't happen." But no, it looks like we don't know the exact reason. All we know is that price of production wasn't right, and they had to scrap it. Could mean many things. Could mean that the mold was fucked up. Um, could mean that it was something went wrong enough to where it was going to take way too long. But yeah, this is not happening. We all just kind of assumed it was a likeness thing. But I guess a lot of retailers, when they asked why, were told that it was a budgetary issue. It didn't have to do with Andrew being like a diva and like this doesn't fucking look like me, mate. No, I don't know
Sounds
his
just like
fucking
that.
accent.
Chamba playing Spider-Man now?
Yeah, I know. I went Australian after the fact, and I was like, damn, I can't go back now. Um, but yeah, we don't really know exactly what went wrong, but it was a budgetary thing, and it just seemed like had to be scrapped. And retailers were assured that Toby is still coming, and he's still having his head sculpt. This really, really sucks. How are you gonna have two of them with a face sculpt and then not this guy? I'm
Yeah.
already counting down the days that all three are released, and they're all doing the hug, and it says "I love you guys," and it's Tom and Toby looking at each other with normal head sculpts, and looking at this fool with a mask head.
Mess it.
So no head.
That's a mask head. Yeah, this is fucking rough, man.
Yeah, it stinks, dude. The biggest, I guess the only silver lining is that like tons of independent sellers and stuff on Instagram and Facebook groups they got our backs, I guess.
Oh yeah, Nico Hodge is on it.
Yeah, Nico Hodge for sure, absolutely. He made a statement. Yeah, this really stinks, but you know, it kind of even didn't really look like him anyway. So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Keeping it real, this head sculpt wasn't good to begin with.
I
And that could have been a thing too. What if they were in the stage and they're like, dude, this thing sucks. Let's just scrap it.
It's that Jimmy Neutron hair for me.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I mean, no excuse. It sucks that it's being lost, but is it a big loss? I don't know. They're cutting down the retail. At least you're not paying what you
Yes.
thought you were if you pre-ordered it. That the retail price was lowered because that sculpt isn't introduced. Yeah, this is
It's another $20 decrease here.
a huge
Yeah, that's
fumble.
true. They
man.
did modify the price.
Yeah, huge fumble. This sucks. I'm sure fucking the guys at Hasbro are like, ah.
Now they have to buy the second time we release these.
That's true. Big for them.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got
he
him.
got him.
Got him.
They're fucking laughing. Where's your precious Bandai now, huh?
That's it.
Where's that head sculpt you said they were releasing, pal?
Missed the part where that's my problem.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Hell yeah.
If we could go back to Hasbro real quick, I was gonna throw this in. As far as the whole D&D thing too, I don't know if you guys remember we talked about this.
Mhm.
The people were really mad because they came out saying that they were gonna change the open game
Yes.
license, and people hated it. The open game license is what basically allows anyone to take the rules of D&D and then create their own modules, their own games, their own stories, whatever within those rules. So the open game license allows. They were like, we want to modify this thing so that you can't do that unless you pay us. I.e.,
Fine Brothers
like
did.
if you yeah. If there's another, I'm not sure how much tabletop audience we have, but there's another tabletop game called Pathfinder that is its own thing, its own world, its own license essentially, but it uses the old D&D 3.5, which a lot of people love. The Pathfinder creators loved it. When it moved on from 3.5, they're like, no, we want to keep playing 3.5, so we created Pathfinder. This would make it so that if anyone tried to do that again under the new open game license, they would have to pay licensing fees to Hasbro. Hasbro could essentially cease and desist them and take whatever profits they made off of that. ruining things like Pathfinder. So they put up a poll, a huge outcry. Everybody hated it. The entire tabletop community was a buzz over it, right?
Big drama.
So they
Big
put up a
drama.
poll being like, what do y'all want to see? 15,000 people voted, filled out the survey rather. 88% did not want to make new tabletop RPG content under the new open game license. 90% would have to change some aspect of their business to accommodate if they did a new license. 89 dissatisfied with getting rid of it. Overwhelming majority hated, right? So they came out with a statement. All right, we are leaving open game license as is, untouched. Making the entire, I forget what SRD stands for, but it's Creative Commons, basically. Forget what that stands for.
Big W.
Yep. And yeah, people are happy. This is for sure a big W. That community spoke up and they got results. I'm just saying, if such a thing were to happen in our space, maybe.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's it.
You can
So if
dream.
you hated all the complaining before, now you know it works.
It kind of does. It seems here like it works, but I also, which goes back to the article, it is the most profitable part of
Yes.
Hasbro at the moment.
Absolutely. That is
So
a big factor.
They definitely did not want to mess with that.
Yeah, that's what you got to remember here. Like, their profit margin for this stuff is, dude, like it's like all profit, next to no, like,
Mhm.
like compared to everything else they do, it's like it's an
Mhm.
ant on the face of it.
Yeah. And to bring it, maybe for people who may not, understand, to bring it to gaming, this is what happened with like video gaming. Remember when they did Warcraft 3 Reforged and what a colossal failure it was?
Yes.
And that was because a lot of people who did modding in the original Warcraft game is what ended up creating things like Dota and the entire
Sure.
MOBA genre.
Absolutely.
And per the agreement that you signed with Warcraft 3 Reforged, there was basically a clause saying, if you were to do another Dota like that, we have the right to take it from you and start making profit on it on our own. And people hated it, and that game tanked.
Yeah.
Now, again, that's what makes gaming and collecting so different, too, is you're not going to get those recurring transactions a lot of the time on figures. It's not like...
But you could. You could.
They can't
sell
charge you a
accessory
microtransaction
packs.
to unlock a double joint or pin visible your arms or whatever. Imagine though. Once they figure out how to do such a thing.
I'm saying though, we've been suggesting the solution for years, man. Accessory packs. Like specific accessory packs. Like say a figure costs what's the average for Marvel Legends? 27?
25
right?
now.
25. Say a figure costs 25 to, like, it costs $25. I feel like people would easily pay $15 for an accessory pack. You might even be able to push it to $17.99 and people would still pay for it. And that's the answer, man. Like, if they want to monetize same figure over and over and over again, release an accessory pack and then re-release the same figure at the same time as the accessory pack. And that would just make the mold cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And that would subsidize. They could even put these newer like bucks, these pinless bucks and stuff on these evergreen figures, I guess. And they just keep on releasing more and more accessory packs. You could even pick a character like Spider-Man, like, for instance. You could release an accessory pack for Spider-Man that's just hands or effects or something.
The webs.
Yeah. And then you could even still continue to improve the Spider-Man buck. And those accessory packs would still work with it no matter what. Like, it's, I don't know. I just feel like
that's actually not a bad idea. Like, you take that $35 deluxe Spider-Man, right? Release it as a $25 with like nearly no accessories, right? Because that's the new base cost.
Yeah.
And then those webs come in a completely separate accessory pack that works across all of your Spider-Mans.
That's it. Just use the Killer Instinct and Street Fighter 5 formula.
Mm-hmm.
Just release the bare bones. Don't charge. You can still charge a lot, but not a premium. And then
Yeah, you
just
can't call
make
it a
your
premium.
money back with accessories. You can
Or in
even put like, say an accessory pack is like 7 to 10 items. 5 of those could be lemons. As long as 60% of those are good things that people want, they will spend the money on it. 100%.
Mhm. Or in the example, I think even you know, in one of the interviews with Dwight that Boog had, saying uh, in the example of like Siren or something, who has the windswept hair but like a neutral face or whatever, and that originally she was sculpted with the screaming head and it had to be cut because of budget. What if everything that is, you know, already done, that was cut for budget on the actual release, is just thrown in as a separate accessory pack under a new SKU?
I
Biggest
mean,
true.
we got McFarlane doing it. He's a much smaller operation. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Boog probably stopped listening, but I feel like that's one way to give us that like cut content, quote unquote.
Absolutely.
You know,
People are bringing up Ebony Leopard brings up a great point. Different designs, different shades. Absolutely. Yes. So that is a
make
big
those things uniform.
That's true. That would be a great paradigm shift to like have some sort of unity across these Spider-Man. Like you could still release like other Spider-Man figures, but like have an evergreen Spider-Man not SKU, but like line that's always the same shade of red, always the
Mm-hmm.
same shade of blue, so you can have all these different accessory packs.
Or even something like what Mythic Legions does, where they standardize the
Yeah,
size of the ball pegs. Then you
absolutely.
could swap any head and release a Spider-Man accessory pack. You complain that this Spider-Man doesn't have big enough eyes or whatever. Here's a pack with, you know, 3 different Spider-Man eye options, or, you know, heads with different eye expressions.
True.
Swap any head.
So
Um,
swappable heads.
Wicked Fat Collectibles, great name. Because I feel like that's a good excuse for Hasbro to give us less and charge us more. So much, yeah. But
They're gonna do
that's
that anyway.
that's honestly the way you have to sell this to them. You got to package it in the scummiest way possible, but there's still that little silver lining that collectors still get what they want, like more accessories. Like I feel like we've had the discussion here on the show before. Like, would you rather pay less and get what would you rather pay for? Like a figure that just has a ton of accessories that over half of them you don't really care about, or a core figure that doesn't come with a lot, but you know everything on it is like top tier. I feel like it's the latter for me. You're muted.
Oh, my bad. In this example right here, if it were, you know, the new, like they did with the Miles Morales equivalent to this release right here, an all new mold, an all new sculpt with the actual texture accurate to the suit in the game, and it was just that for 25. And the hands, let's say, because the hands are pretty unique to this. Scrap those webs. Whoa. What a catch though, huh?
Jesus.
Scrap those webs, give more hands, new sculpt. You can screw it. At that point, you could even still call it a $35 release. But then the web effects that 90% of people aren't going to use with this release as is just get sold down the line later to someone, you know, to people who actually do want it.
And the worst part is that some of those effects, they're not even usable.
That's
Because they're
another thing,
flat.
yeah.
They're like
They're
flat.
environmental effects, you know?
Yeah, you know, they're talking about saving plastic, you know, and they're out here giving us accessories that don't even work or make sense.
Ebony Leopard also says, "How big do you assume the market of buying is actually collectors? Is it big enough to warrant these extra items being made?" Yeah, that's another thing that we need market research and all that stuff. But I'd be pretty confident to say that if they did a program like this, specifically on Hasbro Pulse, then it would really pop off. Because then that is the market for collectors. It's just what it is.
Even people who don't collect Hasbro specifically would probably buy a Spider-Man web accessory pack or something like that.
You never know.
Or again, this content idea of like, oh, we wanted to include, I don't know, something, didn't make it, but here it is later.
Okay, we can talk about this forever. I want to. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
There was nothing else for SHF that I could even think of, right?
Okay, yeah. I don't, well, no, there's other stuff. Third form Frieza, baby. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, the fucking Frieza. What am I talking? You know what it is? Is that there's not been a Bandai drop, so I wasn't like in the space of like it's Frieza.
That's it. Third
Yes,
form Frieza, the dream come true,
Oh
dude.
my
Never in a
it is.
million years would I think
Call
we'd
him
be.
This is the
fucking
well, see, Pancho,
upside
this is
down.
the form after second form Frieza,
Absolutely, and the
This is
one right
upside
before
down
fourth.
Patrick Star, baby.
right before final.
That
But
uh,
2 before golden
that's true.
and 3 before black.
Well, technically, if you count
Oh,
100% power, it's anyway. Um, dude, this figure looks great. Truly, jump like right off the page. It's unbelievable. It's so cool. Like this is what are they ever gonna do with these molds ever again? Nothing. Like, like to me, this is how like how we know that we have reached a level with Dragon Ball SHFs to where like anything is possible, man. They know they're never ever going to be able to release it ever again. Maybe they can do manga colors, maybe, and it's just a different hue. But like, what are they ever gonna do? They just popped off, dude. Like, this is so good. I love this form of Frieza so much. You barely see it, but like, it is so. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so different from everything else. I really love it.
Did you say that he was a little undersized though before? I feel like you said that.
Yeah, he's definitely undersized. There's no question about it. Um, he should be huge, but it is what it is. I'd rather have him a little undersized, um, than not have him at all. And like, quite frankly, this is the copium talking. Quite frankly, like in terms of like SHF's like weird pseudo scale, he looks fine. Like matched up with all the other SHF stuff. As long as he's taller than certain characters in the SHF line, then it's fine. It's
Yeah,
totally
this
fine.
is this is wow. They definitely doing their things. I mean, hey, look, every company's doing their one step forward, two steps back, or whack a mole type shit or whatever. Like they fucked up with the Toby head sculpt, but we got every form of Frieza almost, except the
100%
Mecha
power.
mechanical Frieza or whatever.
Oh
Well,
man.
there's no Mecha Frieza, although he is officially teased. They officially teased him in the live stream where they unveiled Trunks. Because
Really?
they said now that we have Trunks, he needs someone biomechanical to fight or something like that, something along those
Oh wow.
lines.
That could
But
mean
yeah.
anything though,
They
Pancho.
that's
said
true.
yeah. They said something like now he just needs a biomechanical something to slice in half
Yeah.
or something along those lines.
Um,
I'm
Wow.
not convinced, but big if true.
big if true, absolutely. So yeah, Mecha Frieza, we definitely need, and then I think more than anything, we need a 100% power Frieza. So I mean, that's arguably the most iconic like fight in the entire franchise. So like,
Where he's like super jacked, right?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
we need.
They
I
call
think
him Bully Frieza.
that's it.
Bullet Frieza. I love it.
uh, I
Ebony
truly
Leopard's right
believe
though. We need Black Air Forces Frieza.
that's true. That's it. I truly believe that we're gonna get this form of like once they do this, maybe if they don't do it now, then they'll circle back and we're gonna get a 100% Frieza, and there's gonna be a new Awakening Goku version that's gonna come out, like a 3.0 Awakening Goku at this point. And I think
That's the dream.
the 2.0 the not the 2, but maybe the Frieza will be on his version of a 3.0 buck, and then there'll be some sort of mechanism where you could cut him in half or some shit like that. Like maybe like the joint stops at the elbow, and then you switch out the forearm and it's half, and then his torso, like at the ball joint at the diaphragm right here, you can pop out the diaphragm and there's like a cut off bottom for it or something like that, and they'll probably release like $90 or something. I don't
Or
know.
what would be good is you just make a static torso and head, and the limbs come off and go onto an articulated body or
Absolutely,
off
yeah.
an articulated body.
There you go.
I
Be
would
really good.
that would be like that would be the easy way out for sure. But like I still want an articulated half body. There's no question. I
You
kind
want
of
the
wonder
half
what the
to
cost difference
articulate?
would be. What'd you say?
I said you want the half to articulate?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's probably cheaper for them to produce an arm piece and a torso piece than a static upper half where you just put a head on, you know? I don't know. That's just me. That's just me, Rick.
You know, I like the way you think, pal.
That's it. I needed to articulate so I can have him fighting.
Monday morning toy designer over here. My God.
True. Backseat driver. That's me.
You're hired.
Everybody's saying Janemba. Everybody needs a Janemba. I mean, Janemba is soft confirmed too, because they've said that they're doing everybody from the Dragon Ball Fighter Z roster. Like, that is a statement they have said before. Like, who knows how much weight it actually holds, but they have officially said that before. So,
and I don't remember how, but I'm pretty sure. Can you remind me? I'm almost 100% certain we've been told by them at some point that he's won polls before.
oh yeah, he's definitely won polls. There's no question.
So he's happening, no question.
Yeah, I'm just excited. What a great time to be a figure arts fan. Dragon Ball.
What we really need is a fucking Yajirobe.
Let's go. There's no question about
Yajirobe.
If I feel like the Dragon Ball line is all but dead.
Oh yeah.
I kind of feel like
do we have all the Dragon Balls?
Yeah, I think they completed the Dragon Ball set a while ago.
Yeah. Definitely then.
I kind of feel like maybe they're waiting until they really, really get that kid body down, and then they'll relaunch the Dragon Ball line with like a 2.0 Kid Goku with like proper proportions that'll fit in with the rest of the line.
And honestly, like, I don't think that's how they do it, but I would love it if it was just a 2-pack of Kid Krillin and Kid Goku and they're on the same buck. Straight out the gate, you double use the mold and you get your money's worth of it. If it was a 2-pack, I'd pay $100 for them.
It's true, yeah. I'd pay $100. No question.
I mean, people are paying $200 for Kid Goku, and it's not a good figure.
I
don't know. I mean, so I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but I never liked it.
I think by today's standards, it's definitely not good. I mean, when it came out, I loved it. It was like one of my figures of the year. I loved it. I love this TV.
This TV. He could look at that figure for hours.
It's true. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for figure arts. Super sick.
Oh, now you forgot something.
Uh-oh.
Emma 2, baby.
Oh.
It's in hands. Everybody has the pictures of it posed up and like its range of motion. Its range of motion is like one of the best I've ever seen.
Really?
SHF. Pretty nuts, yeah.
Did you talk about the other tease that they did with Gohan?
Uh-oh.
There's another tease with Gohan? What's going on?
It was something from the Dragon Ball superhero movie that they just showed. They just showed it.
Instamachi?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where it was tonight.
Oh, is there anything on the story?
Oh yeah, here it is. What's this?
Oh shit, they sure did. Upcoming high quality. Oh no, that's the same thing. Is it not? Yeah, it's the same thing, just with the head from Gamma 1 or Gamma 2.
Oh, they showing off all of the extras that you had to get with the other figures. Is that what it is?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are set to come out like any day now.
Oh, they're out.
And they have this head and the cloak, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the Gohan DLC.
I still need to get this Gohan. Actually, I need to go ahead and pull the trigger on this.
They're not set to come out. They're out.
Oh, they're out.
Yeah.
Well,
I just put the pictures in the chat. They're out.
Somebody owes me some gammas then.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, they are out. Look at these go. Dang, these look good.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
I mean, that's ugly, but damn, is that posable?
I could give a shit less about what the back half looks like, dude.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting them to be this articulated, honestly. What?
I don't mind if they look ugly like that from the back. If it fucking poses like a dream, then who cares?
Oh, somebody put the soft goods on them already. Fabio.
Yeah.
You got a chubby?
Dude's out for Fabio's heart. He's looking down. I think that's a yes.
Yeah, it looks good. I love somebody's comment on Stamashi's post. This Gohan feels like a Build-A-Figure.
I love it.
Yeah, 100%. That's funny.
Yeah, just a little tidbit. We don't have to go back. We don't got to put a picture, but really funny that Transformers is doing Build-A-Figures now, huh?
Really?
Yeah, they're doing like a Build-A-Human. There's no post. There's no post about it or anything. You see it in the store.
How long you think before we get some like street clothes versions of Dragon Ball Z characters?
Oh man,
I don't know.
I'd see Demoniacal or Kong doing that way first.
I would love a driving test version of both the boys. You know.
Yeah, that's like the most wanted. That's got. I mean, there's no contest.
I don't know what the hell's going on with these things. Which one is this now?
This is like another version of it. I mean, they're just gonna milk this mold dry, baby. It is what it is. This mold.
Ever heard of a milking?
This thing was going. So first of all, these have been like restocked. The pre-orders have been restocked. The original Super Saiyan 5 Goku from Kong Studios was put back up. So if you missed out on it, go check it out. Hopefully, it's still up for stock. There's no word on if they're doing a second run of the pink fur version, which is the Goku Black version. Gold version isn't up yet. I don't think so, but it will be coming out, and it's also limited stock too.
Watch out, he's coming.
It's Super Saiyan 5, obviously. Come on, man.
Sure. I'm gonna be so foolish.
I just need Super Saiyan 10, where he's got more hair than actual body.
That's what I need. All right, brother.
Anyway,
let's look to the skies, baby.
My bad. I had took us off on another track. You was about to mention something else from Figure Arts.
Was I?
No, it was just Gamma 2.
Oh,
it looks really good. I can't understand how somebody would be mad something being ugly as long as it poses incredibly well. I don't give a fuck what it looks like on the back. Same with that Trunks, which by the way, I don't know about you, Poncho, but I think that Trunks looks better and better every time we fucking see him.
Oh yeah. I think so too.
Looks so good.
I forgot these were a thing too, the Elden Ring figures.
Yeah, those are coming out this month.
Fingerprint bike.
Love it.
Yeah, that was the coolest armor in the game, where it looks like it's actually been burned by, what is it, the 2 fingers, the 3 fingers? Whatever does the flame ending. But anyway, let's get into Mezco.
Mezco, baby. Look to the skies. Your
You'll
time
love
to
to
shine.
see it. They've actually had quite a few things up since last we spoke.
Oh my god.
We'll just
Must
focus
we go
on the
over all of them?
No.
They got some McFarlane style static line going now. What is that?
Looks
Yeah,
really
this
cool.
is their 1/6 scale statue line. I think this is the 3rd release now, because they did a Conan, they did a Elvira. I don't know if it's up yet. I think the Elvira's up, yeah. And then this is Doc Nocturnal. This is what we saw at San Diego over the summer. Full on 1/6 scale statue, but it's closer to like 12 inches tall or something because of the base. Or 15 inches, excuse me.
The laughing face is super Skeletor.
Yeah, dude. Just all of this whole design is just like basically Skeletor. It's a skull inside of a hood. What more do you want? It's one of the coolest looks of anything. Oh, that's my RPG characters always look like.
Yeah, I like this realistic style. I'd love a figure if it looked like that.
Yeah, so hopefully they have the concept for this design. It's just how do they bring it to 112? That'd be sick. This looks good. And it's technically not an exclusive, so people were like able to use points on this and get it for like nothing. If I had any points left over, I might have done that, but I'm not really a big statue guy, so I might have to pass up this one, right? Still on pre-order though.
Takes a lot of space too, man.
It does, yeah. 15 inches, and it's like 6 inches. It's like something like that across. Yeah, it's big. This week though, in this week's Who Asked for This news, we saw this tease. I believe at San Diego is when they put like the teasers over like the Mezco Con or whatever for this guy from the movie Lord of Tears. The Owlman.
Really like that head
Hello?
sculpt.
The
for guy's
Owlman?
leg.
Anyone?
Oh no.
I like that agony head sculpt, man. Like that guy that's like,
Yeah, this is cool. The altar and all that stuff is super dope. I have not seen this movie. I probably should. I didn't pre-order it though. I'll wait for this to hit. But it's cool. Just spooky horror dude from a very niche license. A little bare bones, honestly. Only 2 pages of accessories for $100 pre-order, but you are getting quite a bit of new, I suppose. I don't know what body it's on. It could be the Theo Sod Cutter.
I was about to say that looks like Sod Cutter.
It does. I don't know if that it's like hunched enough, but at least maybe the arms because he has those long forearms.
Which has a lot of braking issues.
Yeah, you gotta be real careful. You gotta know which way you're bending it. Ham hands. But the altar is tight as hell. I should have come with some LED though. Like I feel like maybe it's because the candles are extinguished or whatever, but it would have been cool if it had some like actual little flickering candle effect. But there he is, the Owlman. Cuckoo.
The Owlman.
Other news, Rick mentioned it, is Conan starting to ship. Conan the Conqueror. He's starting to ship right now.
Mine is en route.
We will be having him by the end of the week here. And along with him, the Barbarian Booster Kit also shipped out. And it's in stock right now on Mezco.com.
That's fucking Jason Momoa right there.
This one, it's Baron Benz, more specifically. And this is KG Beast.
It looks just like Jason.
But if you want to make use of if you're doubling up on your Conans, you're trying to get an extra one, do something with that body and not have 2 Conans. Here you go. Bunch of soft goods, bunch of weapons, some new, some reused. The blood effects reused from Death Dealer. Obviously, the head sculpt's reused. New soft goods, though. You get a mace and a club. I mean, new leatherwork sheaths. Their leatherwork has drastically improved. So I think this is sick. Can't wait to get it. What's interesting here is that this head sculpt is from, I think, one of the crew members for Nemo, but it's not an actual thing included. Like it's just kind of there. Maybe they just locked it up. I don't know.
So it makes you wonder if maybe it was intended, but just was scrapped for some reason.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe a future pack to come.
That'd be cool. I wouldn't be mad about that.
A more barbaric.
Microtransact me harder, daddy.
So good.
Yeah.
Hey, go back to that Owlman real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy, who are we pulling up here?
Fat Man just hit us with 5. He said, "I swear to God, if I can't pull the Owlman's head off and Fabio's head isn't under it with a smile and he's straight killing it, I will be disappointed."
It was him the whole fucking time.
I would buy that. 100%. I got
should be my head
$90.
decapitated on this altar.
If you won't look to the skies, Fabio will be the skies.
What was that head originally? Was that from something? It looks sort of like the android from Alien.
It does. No, I don't think so. It's new for this. It's a character in the movie, like the main character or whatever.
Who's seen this movie? Anybody?
Negative.
No way.
Not I. I wonder where it's streaming.
I wouldn't be surprised if John's got the hookup for this movie somewhere.
Oh, there's no question.
Oh, yeah.
It's been on a server for months. For years.
I gotta check this one out. I love me some spooky stuff. I'll get into the season. I'll probably even wait until I did this with Solomon Kane. I was like, I've never seen Solomon Kane when they put it up, so I checked it out. And I'm like, all right, cool. Now I'll pre-order it.
This is wild. We didn't see any like tease for this prior, right? This just came out.
We saw one at San Diego, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this wasn't like Theo Sod Cutter where they had a whole weekend of teases at RumbleCon, and Theo Sod Cutter was nowhere among them, and he just dropped. And oh, by the way, it's a new line. It's not Rumble Society.
Can you remind me again? Is there drops on or during Mezco Toys Fair?
So that is the last bit of news.
Perfect.
Thank you, Rick, for that great transition. Also announced at 112 day, Mezco Toys Fair is returning this year, but It's going on all month. It's not going to be just one weekend to coincide with Toy Fair, because Toy Fair, I guess, got moved to the fall this year, starting this year.
Weird.
So they're still going to do their Toys Fair in February, but instead of coinciding with Toy Fair, it's just their own thing, and it's over 3 weekends now.
3 weekends.
Yeah.
Why?
The 7th through the 9th, to make sure that you have no money for your significant others, but
Yeah. I
Makes
mean, they
sense.
heard about NECA in October, and they're like, "Hold my beer."
They surely do, because those dates right in the middle of the month is actually Valentine's Day. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
either
that's really
you get the exclusives or you continue on in your marriage.
yeah, you
Yeah.
take your girl out on the 13th, being like, "Oh, babe, it's gonna be great, celebrating, a day early or whatever," and
Or
then
whatever.
that way, when you spend all the rest of your money on the 14th through 16th and 21st through 23rd, it's like, well, at least it took me out for the nice dinner, you know. So yeah, multiple exclusives, giveaways, and reveals.
Oh my god, I'm glad I saved my points, man.
If it's an exclusive, you won't be able to use them.
No,
Use it
maybe
on
I'm not
Dog Nocturnal
fucking
statue.
glad.
You know, I never got to use that. Whatever that. What was that? What was that last one or the one
Me,
before?
me neither. I remember I told Fabio it never worked for me. I kept trying
It
to do
never
it.
worked for me. I tried to
It
use it
never
on
worked.
every single thing I tried to purchase from them since forever, and it
Which
just
one?
did not work.
The,
The M,
remember the
I don't know, what
code?
was it? MDEMAS or something like that.
That code they gave us to make up for delays, where we would get, what was it, $20 off a figure or
Oh,
$25
the
off?
Christmas one, no?
Yeah, never worked for me
Oh
no
yeah,
matter
like
how
the
many times I
Xmas
tried.
20 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Xmas
Yeah.
20. Yeah, never worked for me and
Really?
Boog and a lot of other people too. I kept seeing like on the Mesco page, like it just didn't
Oh.
work.
I don't remember if mine worked. I think you were supposed to use it on like a Rumble Society release. I don't even remember what the stipulation was, but
That might have been the case. It never
yeah,
worked
I think it
for
was
me.
like $20 off your next Rumble Society release or whatever it was.
Hyper specific, and there's like
I know there was one
only
people were like confused about, because there was one, I think when like Atticus Doom released, they put out another code and it's like free gift with purchase, right? Which is not free, by the way. And people like use the code and then they didn't think they received, like I saw a bunch of different threads up on some of the Discord servers being like, did anyone ever get their free gift from this code or whatever? And everybody forgot that they just sent out like the patch and pin set, and that was the free gift.
ooh.
This thing, the knuckle up or buckle up set or whatever the heck it's called. Yeah, this thing. That was the free gift.
That fucking sucks.
I had bought this already, and then I got the free one anyway, and I actually gave it to Pock Photos in a little care package.
Anyone
But
deserves
anyway.
it is Pock.
If anyone, McFarlane ain't giving him no pins and patches, so I figured.
Huh? Where's Daddy Todd now, huh?
Oh my, dude, the Death Brokers are still in stock too. There you go. Go get them.
That price. At that price, of course they are.
Yo, Fob, you shilling it, man.
You showing it.
You shilling it.
Top comment of 2022.
So what's up, Fabio? We gonna get Tangerine or what? Is this a fucking
Dude, I know. If Tangerine is not one of the exclusives on Toys Fair, we riot. Okay.
Yeah, at
Straight
the
up.
very
Call to action.
at the very least, we need a figure reveal. If we don't even at
Yeah,
least have
right.
that,
A tease something.
come on, brother. I'm really hoping for Tangerine, Jeffrey. Another hood.
The easiest One-Eye Jack.
Yeah. Too.
Forget
I really want another fucking hood. I can't believe that we still don't have another character from there. Especially when
Once
it's obviously
once that Doc Ock gets closer to fruition, I would imagine we get the chubby one on that new body.
Really, I thought that the chubby guy was really big, like Bluto big.
They could do a Bluto one too. That'd be sick, yeah. But I think if they just
yeah.
wanted to like keep it in the same scale, but just give it a different body type,
Mm.
But I would love it if they. I don't care. Reuse Bluto all day.
The Bluto.
Reuse King Kong. Give us Beast. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
This also dropped today. Just quick mention. People have been waiting for some Scooby Doo stuff. I think the Scooby Doo 5-point set has like not even gone up for pre-order yet. People have been waiting for it. And
I actually, these characters are from Archie.
they're from Archie Comics, yeah.
Yeah, they're from the Archie universe.
But they also had a Hanna-Barbera cartoon,
did
if
that
I
they
remember
did.
correctly, right? But there you go.
You are remembering correctly.
Hey,
Well,
if
that's
anything,
what-
oh man, I might have just mentally talked myself into this. I kind of want this for the drum set for the Pink Skulls 5
Here
points.
we go. We're
You know-
seeing it live on air, people.
No, I
55 bucks?
fucking
I'll wait for it to hit, but maybe.
I talk
Throw
shit
one of
about
the Pink Skull stickers on there. Done. It's already
I talk
pink.
shit about 5 points like it's nobody's business. But I really like Josie and the Pussycats. This is cool.
Dude,
I'm not gonna buy it, but it's cool.
I was the biggest like who cares, retro style stuff, and all of a sudden I'm buying designer 5 points figures. So
my
whatever.
God, look at this guy.
I think it really was this. Like you end up with like a few of them, and you're like, you know what? I'm kind of digging the form factor now.
I'm kind of into it.
Yeah.
What's
No,
a
the
couple more?
drum set is pink. It's one, sticker from the Skulls packs away from just being a Pink Skulls drum kit. And I guess they play tambourine now too. Anywho, that's it for Mezco. Plugs?
Oh, no, let's talk Mofex real quick.
Oh, okay.
Mofex came out of nowhere. Shut off a Bucky and a Captain America. Like
Bucky cap again, but now in Mayfair.
I know. Yet another Bucky cap. When will it stop?
These,
Unreal.
I mean,
they look good.
There's one
for sure.
version you want to get. It's definitely the best MCU movie version.
Yeah. And by miles too.
But the controversy here is that there are no guns with Winter Soldier.
Dang.
Of course not. That's the Marvel's on their DC shit. No guns.
And not even trigger finger the hands either.
Uh-oh.
So, what are you going to do
Ooh.
Yeah. with the Winter Soldier, who is the timeless assassin with no guns?
Retired. He's on shore leave.
Terrible, because he
That's
surely
funny.
used a lot of guns in the Winter Soldier movie. He was blasting shit.
He was.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the Nada Studios version with the soft goods because that one comes with guns too. And I already have the Steve. It's civilian Steve, but it is accurate to like the knife fight scene, So if
You
you're
never.
gonna do,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
if you're gonna
never-
do, Winter Soldier, basically from that scene because all he has is the knife, right? We can
Right.
say, oh, it's specific to that scene, right? But it's not the cap to go with it.
No, not at all. This is Cap from the opening of the movie coming through, fucking shit up. But yeah,
Yeah.
we never got this uniform for Cap from Figure Arts, by the way.
I still think this is like Cap's coolest costume, though.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's a very good on-screen movie costume for sure. Looks
That's
it looks
still one of my favorite MCU movies, but that opening sequence is so good on the boat.
Yeah. It's so good.
Fuck, dude. I had no idea what I was in for when I first saw that.
Yeah, that shit was fire. That's one of the best opening. I mean, it's one of the best movies, but yeah, it's fire.
I think it is the best movie.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I pre-ordered both of them.
Nice.
This looks so good, man.
They do look good. It's just crazy, like how, to bring the Nada Studios thing, I don't know how they're doing these like basically Hot Toys quality sculpts, and so many of these like main companies are still doing like the printing. And some of the printing just has that very like dot matrixy look to it, where you can see the actual dots in the print.
Gotta be. I don't know. It's the
It's gotta
quality
come
of
down
the
to
printer,
cost,
man.
right? It is cheaper to just do a blank sculpt and then print. I don't know.
I would have. Yeah, because it's a pass.
Whoever can crack the code of or hire whoever the hell is doing these mini Hot Toys sculpts for these main companies, they're gonna take it to the next level.
Is this Cap the same sculpt as the in-game Cap?
No, the suit is different.
The suit or the head?
I said the sculpt. Well,
Yeah, those,
you said the suit is different. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
I mean,
everything's different too, 'cause
it
the
would
Endgame
only
one
be
has the
some.
scales now. Remember?
Uh,
yeah, Endgame has like a lot of texture
okay,
to
all
it.
right.
It's good though. It's a good likeness.
Yeah, the head sculpts look good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Better than any other 6-inch one that we've gotten.
And you remember the Figma Captain America? That first
Oh,
Figma Captain America?
Ooh, oh
Mm.
my
Terrible.
god.
Man.
Movie 1, Captain America.
Yeah,
Ooh.
terrible.
A Figma Hulk is a abomination too. No pun
No,
intended.
that's his villain. You're thinking of Hulk.
Was there some other Mafex news? I feel like it was something else.
not
Mm,
that I can think
no.
of.
Mm,
Okay, all right. Where we going?
We
what?
all saw this real quick. We're talking a third party. This is really sick.
Hell yeah, dude. What do they call him?
Berserker
Beretta?
Beretta.
Yes.
Beretta.
Yeah, Beretta.
Oh no.
What's his actual name?
Barrett.
Amazing. Amazing. This looks
Where's
good
this-
as hell though.
Where's this guy from?
From the classic Final Fantasy
Video
VII.
game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Speaking of video games, have we all seen The Last of Us?
Oh,
yeah.
what a great show, dude.
Fantastic show, yeah.
Nope.
You don't. Yeah. Well, all right. It's what we would expect from you,
Sorry.
and
I mean,
who still hasn't seen Mandalorian all the way through.
true. To my credit, I play the
And
games, so I'm not really clamoring to figure out what's going on in the overarching story.
I'm really trying to get to the bottom of this. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
What's going on with the mystery of the clickers? I have no idea.
I know.
Yeah, I'm the exact opposite. I've never played the game, so it's all new to me.
I love that for you, Boog.
Yeah, it was I enjoyed the first episode, but I really enjoyed the second episode. I thought the second episode was more compelling and more edge of your seat. I
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed it.
and how wild is it that fucking Pedro Pascal just really leaned into the roles of being a surrogate father, protecting a child. Like,
So good.
Hollywood's really pegged this guy.
You
huh?
know, some
Yeah, that's
actors
crazy.
get tired of playing against type.
He's with it, man.
And it's also kind of crazy for a video game show to actually have like the creator of the video game take an active role in the production. Like he is, he directed the second episode. He's essentially, the co-showrunner on it. And anytime the show itself like deviates from the game, you can't argue it because the dude who created the game is the one doing the deviations.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like
For
one
the
of those
better.
cases.
From what I've seen of the game to the movie to the show comparisons, I'm like, oh no, that works so much better.
Has there been more than one game already? Are they like
Yeah.
on part 2 or 3 or something?
Part 2 is the latest, and it was very controversial.
Why? Was it because
Can't
of the
really say
lesbian
without
stuff?
spoiling.
Was it because of the lesbian stuff?
No. Not controversial in that way. Controversial in like just the way the direction of the story.
Okay.
Yeah, there's stuff that happens in the story that people.
And it affects gameplay too, but you could argue it's also what makes the game like very interesting and good.
Yeah, you know what? I was talking to my my good friend Dogs, who is human named Dogs.
Love that guy.
Ah,
Nice.
Yeah.
just like
And
my
he
friend's
was,
uncle, carne asada. And that's I'm dead serious. My best friend's uncle's everybody calls him carne asada.
Oh my god. Is he really tan?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, he was telling me about the whole video game or whatever.
Oh yeah, great game.
Yeah.
And it's
Very, very good game.
Yeah.
That it's making me want. They released a timeline for it on the 5K Toys Instagram, but Lim Toys is doing 112 Soft Goods Last of Us,
Oh yeah.
and they're probably slated for like April, May this year. These
Hell
look
yeah, dude.
incredible.
Wow. Yeah, those look really great.
What we've had them
that
from
remains.
NECA already, right? Only NECA.
And
so
NECA is
far.
technically from part 2.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, let me tell you, I had the highest collector edition of this game, the PS3 version, the one that came with a
Mhm.
statue. I sold that thing for over $1,000.
Oh wow.
that
Good for
so
you.
many people wanted that statue a couple of years ago. Thank God I don't fuck with statues.
You
Otherwise, I would have
filthy
felt compelled.
scalper.
Well,
Hey, he's just providing the market, but what it's asking for.
it's true. Hey, I'm just providing you with a product no longer available at retail. It's all right. As a
Mhm.
matter of fact, I'm doing
Well,
you a
I'm
service.
proud of you that you. I'm proud of you that you actually sold something. So good job.
Well, this was years ago.
Is it going for more now?
I don't know. Probably. I know
Yeah, if you
it
sold
went up
that much
even
before.
more when part 2 came.
No, I'm gonna face something like that pretty soon. I have this random statue figure of Sly Cooper that's kind of broken
Sell
at
it.
one of the ankles, and my friend was like, "Bro, that thing sells for like $1,000 brand new," and it still looks perfectly fine. It just has like a break in the ankle. Yeah, I gotta sell this thing. Get the fuck
Sell
out
it
of here!
immediately.
Out of here, Sly Cooper.
Also, last thing I'll say about this too, these are just a couple head swaps away from literally being the show.
Yeah, Limb Toys could, without a doubt, re-release with the show head sculpts, and nobody's gonna complain.
And this is what I'm talking about with like these third-party companies and the way they do these like Hot Toys quality head sculpts, man. It's crazy. How is the mainstream companies not figured this out yet?
Yeah,
Because
I
That
don't
have.
understand.
long sleeve undershirt is kind of trash though.
Yeah, I don't like Ellie's undershirt at all either. Looks like it's too thick.
It also doesn't really make sense because these companies are so small, so they can't even claim cost. These companies are so small, and they can bite the cost. Why can't you?
Well, they're not paying licensing. That's the main thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because this
That
is
is true.
Jol and Li.
Joel.
JOLELLY.
Oh, you're mistaken. That's one whole name.
Oh,
Joel
you're
and
right.
Ally.
I love that these are summer version too. All right. Yeah, these look great. Yeah, April, May, hopefully. Oh, you can get one or the other or the 2-pack. Amazing.
And he's got his watch.
Watch, signature watch.
Believe him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this looks good. It's
The
been out for a while. Pre-order's been up for a while.
The last version of The Last of Us Pandemic sold for
You're muted.
$25.
You cut out.
Am I still muted? No.
No,
There you
you're
go.
good.
There you go.
The last version of the collector edition that comes with a statue sold today for $2,500.
Jesus Christ. Is the statue actually good?
It is
Is
pretty.
it a really
it is pretty
nice
good.
one?
It was pretty good. Not on the same caliber as like statues that cost that much money. There's no question. It's like this is like a $75 statue at most.
See, that's what I would figure. You pay $1,000 or $2,000 for a statue. The statue is almost your height.
Well, there are like yeah. I was also thinking of like those 1/4 scale statues that go for like 2 or 3K, the really high end ones.
Yeah. Those go for sometimes less than $2,000.
I tell Rebecca almost every single day, like, hey man, I might renege on a bunch of stuff. Like, man, at least I'm not collecting Hot Toys, or at least I'm not collecting Pokemon cards. At least I'm not collecting statues.
You know what? Just space wise, it's like unless you own a gigantic house where all the rooms are yours,
Yeah.
like it's really not feasible.
It's not. I can't even do Hot Toys anymore. I stopped Hot Toys just because I don't have any room.
Yeah. There's just the boxes alone. Like fuck.
Yeah, I'm hoping to
Yeah,
throw
you're
this
not-
away this year.
I have one of those quarter scale statues, and dude, I literally don't know where the fuck to put it. There's just nowhere it can go. It's huge. It takes up half the space of a Detolf, and that's like a shorter one. Most of the time, they take up the whole fucking thing. And you can't have any other glass shelves on it either. It's crazy.
True. How about we catch up on some super chats and then get out of here, huh?
All right. While we're recommending TV shows too, or movies, you guys should check out The Menu.
Hell
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah,
heard good things.
Heard
The
good things
Menu
about that
is
movie.
insane, bro. It's Ray Fiennes and Anya Taylor-Joy, and he's like a super like high class chef hosting this very exclusive event, and shenanigans ensue.
Shenanigans.
Very,
Whoa.
very good.
Don't forget Bad Batch Season 2.
I didn't forget.
Omegar.
Mm,
That voice
Omegar?
actress the
Yeah.
voice actress is terrible.
Oh no.
She's always been bad, and she sucks.
I watched the Bad Batch exclusively through the Boba Squadron reaction videos.
Show's good. That actress has just never been good. She's the weakest part of the whole show.
That's a shame.
And I was hoping that she was gonna be changed because she kind of ages a bit. So I was like, oh, maybe we'll get a voice actor switch. No.
Mm-mm.
I was like, oh, you know
maybe.
what? But before we move into super chats, Poncho, how about Ryotaro showing Gohan with this?
Sorry, what? You're cutting out.
How about that Toyotaro Gohan with Icarus? How incredible is
Oh
that?
yeah, that art. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I love it.
Guy.
Say what you will about
What a-
Toyotaro, but like the guy is a true fan. So for those of you who don't know, Toyotaro like is the new artist for Dragon Ball Super. All the manga is drawn by Toyotaro. Started out as a a fan art artist. He drew Dragon Ball AF, and now he draws the whole show. Now he draws the manga. It's incredible. And with every issue he does like a special illustration where it has like legacy characters and stuff. He's done some of my favorite things he's done is like he showed the body that Ginyu had before he took over the Captain Ginyu we know now. That was really cool. And then the last illustration he did was present Gohan with like Icarus all grown up, adult Gohan with adult Icarus, which is like his pet dragon from the show and the movies. And like Icarus is huge, dude. Like I loved it.
Yeah, it's fucking humongous. It's the best.
I forgot to show this too. You weren't kidding. They're straight up doing Build-A-Figures and Transformers now.
Yeah, that's me finding it in the store. I was like, what the fuck? It's a human Build-A-Figure?
And it's even
You know,
called an android.
You know what I wanted to say too is like this is how Legends packaging should be done. Like, see, there's no plastic there, but I can still see the figure, inspect it, make sure it's not fucked up. Like, nobody swapped it. You know.
They probably feel Legends collectors are more ruthless and are just gonna go in there, scissor, cut that string, take it out. They don't care if they
You know
can
what?
see it or not.
You know what? I'm gonna start doing that to Transformers just to show them that it's not us.
Yeah.
Let's take every Mandroid art.
Surprised it still has the head.
I know anything that has like the head exposed, they just steal those heads, man. It's crazy.
It's true. So
And
stolen
it's funny.
head.
So stolen
It's
head.
a stolen head.
So no
And
head.
you guys see that they put like a plastic head over it, and it
Yeah.
doesn't help. They still fucking take them.
It is
All right.
what it is.
What's up with these super chats?
Yeah. So earlier in the show, let's see. Earlier in the show, scrolling up. Sorry, my fault.
No.
Rob Colfer hit us with 5. He says, "Sorry if I already mentioned Boog. Is there an update on flight stand shipping?" Yeah. So we mentioned Boog mentioned that on last week's episode as well. After you sent the super chat in, again, thank you so much. He went into it in more detail on last week's show. I recommend going and rewatching that, but the Cliff Notes version is unfortunately there was an issue with the manufacturer, and he's looking into other avenues right now, and he's hoping to have an update soon. So yeah, definitely check out last week's episode for more in-depth stuff coming straight from him. I'm just ad-libbing right here, but thank you so much
I missed
for
that. Who was that?
Rob, the same guy that asked last week, but I guess he just didn't hear it. He just didn't hear it last week because it was a 6-hour show.
That's when you were saying like, go back and check that out, but we won't tell you where it is. Just go back.
Oh
and
my
watch the
god,
whole
yeah,
show.
that's true. I'm so sorry. It's probably towards the end, maybe. I don't know. I'm so.
I think it
sorry.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was towards the end.
I'm very sorry. This is a 6-hour show. Let's see. Fatman hit us with 5 earlier. He said when we were talking about SHF Gohan, skip buying the Gamma figures. If you skip buying the Gamma figures, buy the DL custom Gohan heads. They're amazing. Third party knocks it out of the park again. Yeah, those DL custom heads came out incredible. But they're just all sold out now, which really stinks. which is a
And how
trend.
much were they?
They were like $36.
You know what? Like at that point, like that's almost the fucking Gamma figure.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. Like for me, with third party custom heads, especially with Dragon Ball, if they look good enough, like I'll pay. I don't care. I think 30, like mid 30s, is like probably the towards the ceiling of what I'd pay. I don't know if I'd pay $40 for a head sculpt. But to be fair, like this was a head sculpt and like 3 face plates and stuff like that. So, but it's just a hard pill to swallow when like Demoniacal Fits started that whole thing with head sculpts and faceplate plaques at like $25. No.
Yeah, and it also doesn't make you feel good when like they're selling out and they're no longer available. Like,
True.
come on, man.
And that's also, I was about to say the same thing. Like that's a trend I'm starting to see now, especially now, is like these third party figures that are coming out, like these DL custom heads, and most notably the Kong figure Super Saiyan 5 Goku's. Like these things are on pre-order for months and months and months, and as soon as those first in-hand photos hit Instagram, they sell out immediately. So like, dude, like I'm guilty of the same thing, but if you have even the slightest inkling of wanting to get your hands on a third party product, like I would suggest you just bite the bullet and throw down that NRD, like at least, because they'll sell out and it will be like months to a year before they do a second run. So that's what that is. Fat Man hit us with 5 again. When we were that was about the Owlman thing. I swear to God, if I can't pull the Owlman's head off and Fabio's head isn't under it with a smile and straight killing, I'll be disappointed. Incredible. Great comment. Tiny Howlett, puddle jumper extraordinaire, hit us with $10. He said, yo, by Crom, all Conan orders have been charged. Owl homie looks dope too. Hell yeah, dude. I also want to go.
Man.
Go ahead,
Shout out
Rick.
to Tiny. I was gonna say shout out to Tiny.
Shout out to Tiny B. Shout out to Tiny. I also want to give a huge shout out to Tiny because he hooked me up. He found the Typhlosion and the Dragapult Pokemon figures at his Target, and he's sending them to me. So, dude, hell yeah. Thank you again, man.
Nice, dude.
I couldn't believe it.
He's a great guy. Let me tell you this. One time I ran out of gas, gave him a call. Dude gave me a Tesla.
You'll never have to worry about running out of gas again, Rick.
He said, brother, you could just delete my number. You'll never need it again.
I mean, give a man a gas. Teach a man to gas. I don't know what that's the saying, right?
Elon is laughing to the bank.
Very close. Yo, shout out to Tiny. He hooked me up with the second Nosferatu.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
Tiny's the man. He's sending me. I put the APB out on my stream this week because when you have been ordering for like Mezco Direct and getting stuff from them lately, they've been including these little packs that have the new Mezits in them with like the actual like themes and stuff. So there's a red one, a green one, and a black one, I think. And I've gotten like 3, actually there's 4 of these red ones. And I'm like, yo, I need the black one. He's like, bro, I'll send you the black one. So thank you, Tiny.
All I get is the damn red ones, man.
Yeah, dude. It's been like mostly reds and like 1 green, and that's it. Where is the red one even? It's up here somewhere.
There.
Show off my shirt while I look for it. There we go.
There you go. Full screen. Can you please
stand up?
Stand up.
Show your
Thank
shirt.
you.
Eddie, it's Trooper Eddie riding a samurai shark.
Love to see it.
With Killer's Eddie chasing him on another samurai shark.
Holding a California flag?
With the California flag. This is the show exclusive from the dates I saw them.
Oh, dude.
Hell yeah. They slap a gold exclusive sticker on it. You know I'm going to get it.
Great shirt. Great shirt.
Yeah, and then this is the one you get in the red package.
The Jason mask?
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
That's cute.
Yeah, they're very cute. Adorbs McGorbs, I would even go as far as to say.
Would you go so far? Has Fabio gone too far?
I don't think I've gone too far enough.
Yeah, before we do plugs, next week We're talking October, baby. We're announcing the winners of 2022 October. We are hard at work thumbing through all the entries. Finish line is in sight, baby, and we'll have those winners out. So once again, I know we haven't talked October in a while, but big shout out to everybody who participated. Big shout out to everybody who managed to grind out all 31 days, dude. Hopefully you enjoy next week's show. It won't all be October, but we'll dedicate like a chunk to it for sure. We'll have some honorable mentions and really give some flowers to people. And yeah, man, hopefully next year will be super great. Next year will mark 5 years, 4? I don't know. 5 maybe. I don't know.
4.
4. Yeah. Okay. 2019 it started or 2018? No. I don't
18.
know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what's in store for next week. And then maybe something more. Oh, who knows?
Investors, possibly you.
I don't know. But yeah, let's do plugs and get out of here. Who wants to go first?
All right. Well, I'm Fobster360 on Instagram. Fobster here on YouTube. Streaming Mondays 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. This I'm probably gonna make the announcement officially on Monday, but my season finale is close approaching. So I will be covering, as we discussed, the 3 weeks of Toys Fair coming up here in February, and then that will be the season finale. So let's call it only 4 episodes left this season. So come join me on Monday for the 4th to last episode.
I love it.
And that's it.
Excellent. Rick, what you got?
Hey, what's up? It's me. I'm still finding shit at the thrifts, man. Just found a vintage Power Rangers figure yesterday.
Oh, which one?
I found what's his name? Bones?
Bones.
The guy that takes Tommy's backbone that one episode. He's like a skeleton with like a top hat and like a purple cape.
Oh, dude. That's one of my favorite villains.
Yeah, found him at the thrift, man. Bandai 1993, baby. If you look at my story, there he is.
Bones
that was
is
really cool.
Sorry to interrupt.
No. Please. Let him know. Let him know.
Was it loose already?
Yeah, loose, but still good. Still good. I think they were even loose back then, right, Poncho? They came with like a hang tag as their.
The vinyl figure sure did, absolutely. There was another version. You may have found the Japanese version. I don't know. The Japanese versions were definitely loose, but the American versions that were in the Space Alien series were in like a box, like a window and stuff. But I was gonna say Bones is a reference to the world's oldest superhero, one of them, Golden Bat, baby. Incredible Japanese superhero. Please look him up. The most insane superhero you've ever seen in your life. But every time someone mentions Bones from Power Rangers, I always remind myself that I need a Golden Bat figure immediately. All right, go. Continue, Rick. My fault.
Yo, this guy looks awesome.
He's sick. I forget who it was. Maybe it was Tiny, or no, it was Lago. It was Lago. Yeah, man. Shout out to Lago, man. It was like next Mezco.
Yo,
you know what?
It's a skull head. Yeah, easy.
Cloth goods are there, baby. Lago's onto it, man. Pay that man.
Are you looking at Bones or are you looking at Golden Bat, Fabio?
I'm looking at Golden Bat.
Share it with the rest. We got to spread this gospel, baby.
I do remember this. Wow, he looks wild.
Please look up the history on Golden Bat. One of the most incredible superheroes. His power set is unreal.
It's that dude for real.
Unbelievable. He has lost Toei films never before seen on the internet. It's unbelievable. You could easily put this on the Diabolic body, and I would buy that Mezco in crates.
Yo, all he needs, you put him on the Crow body with
Bro.
I think Flashpoint Custom, somebody does like just bodysuits.
Yes.
Yeah, that with one of these Mezco skull heads, done. Let's go.
Done deal, baby.
I'm in.
Love Golden Bat.
This guy looks honestly sick.
What else you got going on, Rick?
Shit, man, that's it. You know me, I'm finding shit in these streets. So
I'll say one last thing.
Wait.
Super 7 is probably gonna be the first to make this.
Ooh, I hope so.
Oh wow, yeah, that really looks Super 7 like. Damn, it's
Mhm,
really
mhm.
obvious. I don't not see it.
What were you
I'm
gonna
gonna
say,
send
Rick?
Yeah, that's a good call.
today, see what
Right
he
up
thinks.
the alley.
Oh, I completely forgot after I said also. I was
Okay.
literally saying the sentence and I was like, what am I gonna say? I forgot. So it must not have been important, baby.
Eh.
Sometimes I start a sentence and I don't know where.
Don't know where it goes.
Hope I find it along the way.
You can follow me on Instagram, Poncheesy on Instagram. I'm just posting stories now. I'm kind of just taking it easy. I'm not really worried about feeding the algorithm with posts and whatnot.
I feel that.
Sometimes I'll do a reel where I pretend like I'm back on Vine and I make shit posts and funny stuff. I don't know. But stories is where it's at. If you've ordered Dusty's, I am finally caught up. I think I said this last week too, but I'm finally caught up to where if you ordered something in December, I am at your batch number right now. So I am slowly approaching having just regular stock. I'm in batch 21. I'm in batch 21 right now, and that's out of 29. So we're coming up. We're coming up, baby. I recently posted a story that the paint I usually use has been on has had shipping, what do you call it?
All right.
Back order?
Yeah, back order, or there's another term for it, but it's been in back order everywhere. I couldn't find it. I may have a line on it somewhere in Georgia, so I might take a road trip up to Georgia. I don't know. I had bought a whole case online. It was a whole story. I bought a whole case online. They emailed me saying that they might not have it in stock, and they emailed and saying they don't have it in stock. And I was like, then why do you say it's in stock on your website, dude? They're like, well, just wait about a month. We'll see what's going on. Waited a month, nothing. And I said, what's going on with this? Nothing. And then they just issued me a refund. I was like, cool, whatever. So yeah, my hopes up for a whole month, whatever. But I have a plug on paint right now. I don't want to say anything official until I have it in my hand and I know that it applies paint to these products. So we'll see. But if it does work out, I want to give a huge shout out to somebody in the community. But just have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. That's it for me. Dusty's are coming out, and that's that for me. What you, Boog? Plug it away and take us out.
Next week, I should have quite a few things popping up. I'm trying to get my top 10s done as promised. And that's it. Just working, just opening stuff, and just having a good time. That's it. We're getting up out of here. Thanks to everybody for hanging out with us this evening. Thanks for all the super chats. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time. Peace.
Goodbye.
Hey, one last super chat from BXTR Works. $10 with 4 fist bumps, baby. Thank you. Good night.
You're in 4 fists. How about 4 fists? Fist 'em.
Good, man.